What's going on, everybody? Doug's in the house. Hello, Double Dog and Double Pups. Holly, hello, everyone. Barney, hey, Doug. Chris, up, people. How was your e-bike ride? Says Barney. It's good. I will be in the area next weekend sometime. Chris, I sent you the link, by the way. I did send you the link. FinFan, what's going on? Hey, Double Dog. What's going on, FinFan? Good to have you. You got the link, right, Chris? Tusi, hi, DD, and chat. Good to have you. We'll wait a few more minutes before we get started. Chris is going to be joining me here in a few minutes or whenever he clicks on that link. You got it, Fit Fan. Appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words, my friend. Terry Johnson, hey DD, watching Fry. Awesome. Awesome. Good to have you, Cheryl. Carol, hello. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Chris, is your email Addy on your channel? Says Barney. Let's see here. Chris, did you get the email?
God, he looks young. What the hell? Okay, that must have been 19.
Okay, good deal. Thank you, Carol. My favorite chat. Great job, everyone. And DD, thank you, Tusi. Great to have you. I wonder if April's having a good time on her vacation. Yes, we heat you. You got it, Doug. Oh, Lordy. Hello, Doug. All right. What's going on, big guy? Hello.
Hold on, I gotta find a parking spot for my bike. Give me 1 second.
But you put that good chain on there. Put that good chain on there, Chris, so they don't take that bike, leave you with just the wheel.
You know, I'd be rolling on one wheel.
Unicycle, man.
Turned it into a unicycle with no seat. That would be nice.
That would be funny.
You're brutal.
Lord. Oh, I'm telling you, man.
Hello,
Just
all.
having fun.
Oh, yeah.
Doug says, go ahead. Go ahead.
It was a busy freaking night last night. Did you see all the news?
I seen the depewing up there in Tucson.
20. Yeah, there was one in Chicago too. 27 people last night.
Oh,
Not.
my
I
Lord.
don't think dead all, but that 27 people.
Wow.
There was like 3 shootings, like 3 mass shootings. Chicago, Tucson. I don't know, somewhere else.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much craziness going out right now, man. In Tucson, it's like, are you kidding me? Like, what else can go wrong there? Everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everything can go wrong.
That's my new background.
Oh, that's nice. Let's talk with Chris. Hey, Rod.
Those
That's
are my
bad.
boys. Those
That's
are my
so
boys.
bad.
Yeah.
And then they go to your house and you're like, there's 2 little chihuahuas.
No. Those are my old dogs.
Oh, Lordy mercy.
My new one's the hell is he? Yeah, Burmese mountain dog.
Big dog.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That usually scares everybody away. No worries.
That's right. Come and visit. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lordy mercy. Oh, my Lord. It's been this day has been just like
Every other day?
every other day, man. The grind, just the grind, you know?
This isn't my new one, though. Although I do like this one, but I have
like
another
it.
one. So don't I, but I have another one. What happened to it?
L, hey, Didi, and Chad. Oleg, hi, Oleg. Good to have you.
Hi, I'm here too. Hi.
Bible is here too. Good to have you. Yes, Chris is in the channel, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to Chris. Let's talk with Chris.
Today, 19th.
Whiskey Rivers in the house. Whiskey says, I got a great Pyrenees.
There you go.
Awesome. I'm not really sure, honestly, what a Pyrenees is.
Check this one. Hold on. It's a dog.
Well, no, I get that. I just don't know, like, is it a small, tiny one, like a
No.
you know, those little ones, or is it a big, like a Great Dane?
I think it's a fairly big dog.
Oh, wow.
I think you may have to have your wife run this channel for a few days so you can get caught back up and stuff. You know what I'm
saying? Oh, Lord.
Here we are to save the day.
What's going on, Bible? Hey, DD and Chris.
Oh, hello, AJ.
Hello, Devil Dog Pups and Chris. Good to have you all.
Yeah, it was crazy out last night.
Go ahead, buddy.
No. Where do you see this one? I went on a tear the other day. I was just making backgrounds, but hold on. Now I lost it.
April's in the house. Welcome in, April. Good to have you. Hope your vacation is going good. Awesome. AJ, Groundsky, what's going on, Groundsky? Good to have you, my friend. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and start.
How about no? I'm sorry. I want to show you one more thing.
Go ahead. You're good.
Drop that into the. I put that in there. Put that up on screen.
Okay. There you go. Oh, I like that. Look at that.
That's my new one.
That's bad, man. That's bad to the bone.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Boston.
You got talent, bro.
I know. I learned how to use AI. Make this.
hey, I can use AI right now, so that's good talent. Oh, Lord of mercy. Layla's in the house. Happy Sunday, everyone. You know, earlier today, I thought it was Monday. I was like, what the hell? I asked my daughter, I said,
what day is it?
Like, she goes, I go, it's Monday, right? She goes, no, it's Sunday. I'm like,
Sunday.
What? I was lost, dude. All right, everybody. Click the likes. Do all that good stuff that you guys normally do.
So I didn't get to see your whole day yesterday. I didn't get to listen much. What was your feeling? I saw this morning, so
it wasn't eerie. I think I had more of a getting there as far as going through the hills out there. It was really like a little nervous because I didn't know if we were going to get a signal because we were amongst a bunch of hills, rolling hills.
yeah.
And then of course surrounded by a bunch of trees and these little roads. And I mean, it was a turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left, and I'm like, and even to a point where my wife looked at me and said, "Man, I don't know if we put the right directions in." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" And then finally, I seen the water tower that said Hamden, and I'm like, "Oh look!" And it was like a moment, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting there. Once I got there and I got out of the car, and I just took a quick little look around the property before I did anything, and then looked at the house in itself. Man, it is different. I mean, it looks like when they do the aerial shots, it looks like it's this humongous house, dude. It is
Oh,
small.
it's tiny.
It's small. And it's one of those houses that are very long in nature. You know, it's just kind of long. They added like it's long at the front living room, and as you go forward to the front door, then it goes out about 3 feet.
On the
Then
left.
on the left, and then it keeps going straight, and then it gets like almost like they added a little addition in the back. But
They probably
I
did.
mean, I tell you this, it didn't look like any other house. I mean, it didn't look any different than any other house.
Right.
I mean, it was just there was nothing wrong with it. There was no trash out there on the lawn. I mean, the only thing you had was, you know, when I first
Bike
looked
and
at
stuff.
but that was just there was just only a few things there.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at it at the picture at the beginning when they showed that picture, I mean, I was thinking, oh my God, there's trash everywhere, right?
That's how they made it look.
And I get there and I'm like, dude, the only thing that was a problem was there was two cars parked there in the lawn, and then there was just high grass because they were arrested this for a while ago. So the idea that it really didn't look like anything out of norms. If I was, and I told everybody, if I was patrolling that area and I happened to look at this house, I would have never thought, if I had never seen anybody outside, I would have just kept patrolling and just kept going. Would have never thought of anything outside the box, you know. So it wasn't that like nothing stood out like, oh, this could be something here. No, nothing stood out like that. But it was because it was hidden. It was hidden between all that trees, and the neighbors were about, I don't know, a few houses down on both ends. There was just one house on one corner and one house in the other corner. And so the issue is that they're all surrounded by trees, front and back. So you can hear nothing if you try to hear something. You know, it was just it was really, and I understand what Chris from the interview room when he looked at Nancy's house and he said, "Oh man, this was like an eye opener." That's what it felt like. It felt like oh my god, like because I asked the question so many times, why was there why was there no one seeing anything or hearing anything? Why couldn't anybody hear? Well, hell, you had across the street, right next to the house across the street, you had a railroad tracks, and then after the railroad tracks, you had another line of trees just going straight down the line, you know? So it really, truly was not, there was no way anybody was going to hear anything. If there was kids crying or stubbed their toe or whatever, you weren't going to hear it. It just wasn't going to happen. Wasn't going to happen. So let me read some of these real quick. All right. Here we go. Oleg, I have just listened to the backstory of Elizabeth and her brother's childhood, her disgusting parents. Interesting, Oleg. You're going to have to share that here in a few. Holly Atkins, I am here. Good to have you, Holly. The brother has spoken out. Oleg, and Holly. AJ says, welcome in, everyone. Make sure to hit the like button. Greatly appreciated, without a doubt. Well said, AJ. Mannix, Oleg, I can't find much on the family's background. Fill me in when you can. Thank you. Groundsky says, so glad to spend my time with all of you. It was a great time, no doubt about it. Oleg, the house didn't look so bad if you saw the others that Elizabeth grew up in. Oh, wow. Interesting.
Now,
Barney,
how
go ahead.
you said there was a neighbor, two neighbors. How close are they? Like 50, 100, 200 feet away? What do you think?
They were about, I would say you could have fit maybe 2 to 3 houses in between the one going to the left. If you're looking at the house going to the left, you could probably fit about 2 to 3 houses in there in between. So it was a big gap.
Yeah.
There was only 3 houses on that
Hmm.
block, if you will. And then on the right side, there was one trailer, but it sat facing away from that house, and it was all surrounded by trees too. So
Yep.
no one was going to hear nothing. It just wasn't
No.
going to happen. No one
Well,
was,
you
and,
know
and
what?
that was
I
interesting. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I read an article this morning a little bit that I am definitely putting blame on the state here.
Oh, absolutely.
The kids, they stopped going to school a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what did the state do about that? Because
Well,
there's an obligation there, because by law
absolutely.
you have to
Those,
finish. Well, you don't have
those,
to finish school, but you have to be in school
well,
that age.
absolutely. There's a truancy, right? They're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to monitor everybody under the age of 18. They're supposed to monitor to make sure that they're being in school and whatnot. Especially if they're given even government assistance, they want to make sure those kids are in school.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea that none of these were, when I say none of these were, they were some at the beginning. But I did a timeline, and I found out some interesting information this is what I really wanted to talk about today. So the timeline. Now, I'm going to say this is. I mean, I literally looked deep and hard for this. So I'm going to say this is accurate, but I could be off here or there. So take that with a grain of salt. So I'm just going to say my opinion, just so I don't get slammed in anything.
Mine too. I had nothing to do with what he's about to say. I don't want anything to do.
So here's the thing. So in March of 2008, okay, they lived in Gallipolis, Ohio, Gala County, okay, Gallipolis, Ohio, in 2008 of March. And this is now I'm talking about Elizabeth Jr. and the kids, however whatever many kids they had at the time. In March 31st, 2008, they moved to Mason County, West Virginia. Okay, Mason County, West Virginia. In 2008 to 2021, they actually moved southeastern to, they just said southeastern Ohio to a lot of multiple locations. So they moved back from West Virginia to southeastern Ohio, and they were just in so many different directions that I mean, there was too many to list, I'm assuming, because they weren't going to list them all. So now we get to 2021. They moved to Cheshire, Ohio, also in Gala County. That's where, remember when they first started off, was in Gala County. Okay. Now, in around 2022, that's when they moved to Vinton County. But there was like 2 or 3 different addresses they had in Vinton County. Okay. So in 2022 to 2026, okay, 2022 to 2026, they went ahead and moved to Hamden, Ohio, Vinton County. So they lived there for 4 years, and they moved in and around Vinton a couple of times within the little town of Vinton, Ohio. And now here's the interesting part. So all those places that they moved, everybody, in what ended up happening is, from what I was able to locate, the house that they were living in was actually the lease agreement on that house was made by his dad, Gary Senior, and his wife, um, 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 whatever her name was, not Elizabeth, the other one. I can't think of the name. You guys think of the name? What was it? I'll tell you the name. Let me see in the chat, see if anybody's saying the name. You guys following me so far?
Oh man, I had you on mute. Can you go over that all again?
That ain't happening.
Oh, okay.
Did you really?
Of course not.
Who was the wife of Gary Senior?
Whatever her first name was, her last name was Siders. I forget.
Okay. Well, anyway.
You know who it is.
Yeah, we know who the wife is. Damn, I can't believe I'm.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
No, I don't know.
No, Elizabeth was the daughter. Anyway, so the daughter and the son moved in with Gary Sr. and his wife. They moved in with them in early 2026. Now, right before, earlier to 2026, is when Dad and his wife, Dad being Senior, they moved at that house first, and then a little bit later in early 2026 is when Junior came with his wife and his kids, and they moved in with them. So all the utilities were under his wife's name. Okay, all the utilities was under her name. So that's probably another reason they were like, "Where's he at? Where's he hiding out at?" When they were trying to do the truancy and check for this guy and the whole 9 yards, nothing was out there in his name. Now the dad and the mom, they were on disability. Okay, they were on disability. The son worked at DoorDash. None of the kids had any type of government aid because they didn't want to expose it. So
exactly,
so the idea that really Gary Sr. and his wife, God, it's gonna bother me that I don't have a freaking name, man.
Which one are you looking for?
The name of the wife of Gary Sr. Gary Sr., everybody, who was the wife? I know you guys know. Christina, thank you. So Christina.
Thank God I was here.
Oh my God. And Gary Sr., they're the ones who rented that house. They're the ones who signed the lease agreement. And then that was in early 2026. They didn't give a specific date. They just said early 2026. But then right after that is when Junior and his wife and his kids moved in with them under their name with their, credentials and whatnot for the electric and gas and water and etc. So it's very interesting because, we're wondering how in the heck did he stay like out of sight, out of mind? Well, because the only thing he ever did was DoorDash. And the only thing that he didn't have anything in his name. So tracking him down, it's almost like, somebody goes off the grid, right? You don't know where they're at. Even though this is a small town where this house was located, man, that was a perfect spot for nobody to be able to see them. Nobody. I mean, my God, just looking all around and going, there's the railroad tracks, there's a tree line, that's going to definitely kill the noise there. Then you go down and you go, there's a little white trailer that sits, that's the only person that could have seen them at all. And then I turn back around at the house and I'm looking at the house and I'm going, all surrounded by trees, literally. No one, literally, to the right or to the left until you go to the end of the block. Well, dude, you could have been hollering and screaming and no one would have heard you.
And I guarantee you the sheriff or whoever, they don't probably go by there but once a week.
They probably, if that, because I'm not saying they don't have law enforcement there, But I bet
Yeah,
you
but
anything, it's the sheriff's departments that's covering that. And they
Mhm.
usually do that in the smaller communities because it doesn't cost as much money to have them go
No.
ahead and service that little town.
Can you
So
pop that picture up?
yeah. So you go ahead and you literally you go ahead and you contract with the county, and then they will come by. They'll make an agreement on how many times they're going to stop by, not stop by your house, but how many times they're going to come into your town or your
Right.
village.
Yeah.
So and they may charge you like 4 or 5 thousand a year because they're not going to be there every day. They're only
Nope.
going to come when there's a call or when they need to come, and that's probably hardly none. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it's such a
Yep.
small village. So the idea that you had a perfect storm there, you had a house that was secluded by trees, you had a house that was literally just on the other or the tracks right in front of it. So no one's going to hear when trains come by. No
No.
one's going to see. There's no really lights that you can see out there. It's really just a perfect area if you want to be out of sight, out of mind. That's the
Yeah.
best way I can put it.
Now, if you asked me to look at the house and tell you what's different, you see the
Tell me.
square, you see the square roof on the
Yes.
right side.
Yes.
That doesn't fit.
No, it doesn't fit.
That doesn't fit. So that's probably an addition that they did. And this is the square. When you're looking at it from the road, that's the one that has the AC in the window, and then this
Yes.
section over here has the bars on the window for the kids.
Yes. Yep.
So
Yep.
it's like, which room are they in? I'm gonna shoot that they were in this square room.
That's what I'm thinking personally. That's what I'm thinking. Because they had that air conditioner in that one, what you're
Hmm.
talking about. The other side, there was no air conditioner on the other
No, I
side.
don't. I don't see
No,
anything.
yeah, there was nothing there. And yeah, I mean, and the
It's
roof was really
uh,
done nice. The roof
it's
actually
a.
looked kind of
It,
new,
it looks like a
in
metal
honesty.
roof.
It
Looks
is a
like one of
metal
those.
roof.
Yeah, it's a metal roof.
Yeah, but I mean, it looked nice. It
New.
wasn't like you could. When I saw it, I was like, oh wow, that looked pretty sharp, And then I
Yeah.
looked at the side, and I'm like, didn't really nothing out, stood out to me as far as that would
No.
look nefarious. You know what I mean? That old and decrepit and water leaking everywhere. I didn't see none of that would give me that notion that that house was going through those type of things.
Mm.
Let me ask
It's
you some of these
just.
questions real quick. Hang on.
Yeah, go for it.
Grisgrowski, please subscribe and share. Oleg, I have just listened to the backstory. Okay, got that. Let me get back up here. Welcome, everyone. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Manex, Oleg, I can't find much on the families. I'm trying to catch up, everybody. Barney, the back was probably originally wood porch back in the day. Probably, yeah, I could see that, Barney, without a doubt. Oleg, that house didn't look so bad if you saw the others that Elizabeth grew up in. Oleg says, Mods, can I put a channel name in here? Yes, you can. Absolutely. Go ahead, Oleg. Oleg, Doug, Ray. Good to have you, Ray. Whiskey, seems like this whole case is going in a gag order. That's what they're saying. Everything's going in a gag order. Oleg, the channel you can see it on is Becca Scoops. She has the brothers interview on there. Thank you, Oleg.
And it's probably
Tizzy,
going gag order because of the 16 kids.
because the kids are underage.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
don't want nobody to know anything.
without a doubt. Well, that's going to probably be the main reason.
Yeah,
Apparently, it's the one who suggested it first was
the
the
dad.
husband, yeah, the
Yeah,
dad, and then I think the wife after that. But the idea that it would be go because of the kids. Not, I don't think for them they're looking at it from the kids' perspective. I think they're looking at it from their own perspective. Why they don't want this all out because they think it's going to hurt their case. All this information coming out. But the reality is that logically, if they're underage, you're not going to want anybody to be talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
no, no, they're gonna
Becca,
be rough enough as it is.
absolutely, it's going to be hard just to get them, transitioned in. Barney, I don't feel uncomfortable with it anymore. I don't feel comfortable with it anymore, says Oleg. Please hit the like and subscribe. There is the YouTube channel. Thank you, Doug. Manex, thank you for the info and the link. I agree. Where was the state education oversight? It was nowhere to be found whatsoever. Rav is in the house. Good to have you, Rav. Thanks for sharing love from UK. You got it. Thank you for being here, Rav. Appreciate you. Simplify. Barney, all the state failed systems, those children. Oleg, the mother's middle child is the only one that escaped all the abuse. He was her golden child. Go figure. Doug, that was the year they married. And I'm not reading everybody's just because it's a lot of them are like to each other. Oleg escaped as if the child was treated well. Manex, the history of the Appalachia, rich land, poor people, without a doubt. That's well said. No doubt about it. Oleg, Elizabeth should have kept running when she ran away 13. Why on earth did she come back? I mean, probably because she just, I don't know. Probably
for her siblings.
For her. Yeah, maybe she just got older and realized she didn't know what the heck she was doing from the get-go. That's why I look at her as I kind of look at her as a victim as well, to be honest, everybody. In my honest
opinion. Of course she is. Of course she is.
Christine Lynn, Miss Sider Senior. Thank you, Christina Lynn White.
What was the matter with her?
She was Christina she just had she was on just disability. I didn't really catch what she had wrong with her. But she was on disability, and so was her husband. So I don't know exactly what she had. If somebody can Google that, that'd be great. The cutter seemed to be the life she was fine with. Nobody can guess her being a part of this, without a doubt. Doug, just like the car. Cutter says only victims in the house were kids and cats and whoever poor animals wandered near the scary family. Manex, Oleg, thank you so much for the info. Just going down, everybody. Barney, Ellie could have easily found Junior if they wanted to, for the most part. You're right about that, Barney. All the neighbors knew about them but said nothing. And, I saw a lady there, and I'll get to here one second. Please remember to like and subscribe. Tina Macy, welcome in, Tina. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody, if you can, to both channels, Talking with Chris and Devil Dog _88. Doug says the two families were close when Elizabeth was younger. The Russell and the Siders lived 4 trailers apart in a private trailer park. I believe there were 6 trailers behind the main house. And that was the first mistake there, no doubt. But you're right. I could see that. I could see how that relationship kind of went that way. Burton, Oleg, on Didi interview one yesterday. The neighbors down the street was very kind. I'm going to have to check out this after the live stream. Oleg, thank you again. Carolina, welcome in. Carolina, FinFan. Hi, Carol. Oleg. FinFan, Ground Ski, like and subscribe. AJ, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Make you subscribe. Oleg, the kids need to be renamed. The press will never leave them alone. That is fact. You're going to see a movie on this one, without a doubt. Analyze, Doug. You always have the info. Thank you so much. Doug, gag order, in my opinion, is because you need to have a fair trial. County is so small and the news is so big that would be difficult without a gag order. Doug, welcome in. Jim, welcome in. Annie, welcome in. All right. Go ahead, Chris. Just had to try to read everybody's info here.
No, I was just seeing what stories I could find, anything.
So the other thing was, so you have the timeline, right, of exactly where they were at, to a certain extent. They moved. Obviously, something had to happen in Gallia County because where they lived in Gallipolis, because that's over there by Cleveland area. Okay. And they left from there to West Virginia. Okay, so I wonder if they got some truancy issues there, and that's why they went to West Virginia, because it doesn't say really anything that was really there in West Virginia that I'm aware of. You
Have to
know,
look. Yeah.
I didn't see anything when I looked it up to see like who was from where and where was, all that type of thing. Um, but then they go from there back to Ohio and then back to all these other places in Ohio. And eventually, the biggest part was where they were at last, at the end. But that was only
Right.
like 35, 40 minutes away from their mom, from her mom. Her dad had passed away. This is Elizabeth's dad had passed
Yep.
away. So it was only the mom left and, of course, the siblings. And they only lived like 30, 40 minutes away from where she lived.
Yeah, it's also weird. Well, not weird, but the neighbor, Joseph Stewart, he's been there for 3 years. As when they moved in, he said he'd never seen one kid.
Yeah.
Not one kid.
So going, having to talk to a lady that was happening working out, she was on the tracks, and I asked her, I said, ma'am, I said, could you tell me a little bit? Do you know what happened here? Do you have any idea? She said, I saw the husband and wife, the junior and his wife. She said, I saw them 2 times in 2 years. 2 times in 2 years. And she said, I never saw the kids out. And she said, I didn't even know that the grandparents was living with them. In reality, they were the ones living with the grandparents, because the grandparents was there before them. So it's just to show you that it's just something where they were out of sight. No one could really see anything. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't find something that you don't know what you're looking for. And even if you know what you're looking for, you don't know where to start when nothing's in your name.
No.
So it's kind of like you're going blind. Now, could they have done a better job? Absolutely. Sure they could have. But still, in a little town like that, this is where a lot of people go who don't want to be found. They go to these little towns that don't have cops, that every now and then you might see a deputy drive by. I mean, that's how they do it.
I'm curious, because they were there for a warrant for another issue.
Well, so
what was that? Did you find out?
I found that out too. That was the other thing. So originally we were thinking, what was the reason they went there, right? What was the reason? Well, we had all, and they had said at the beginning that it was for the misdemeanor indecent exposure 4 times in 4 days or whatnot. But that wasn't the case. The real reason they're keeping quiet is because the original reason they went there, pull it up right here, they went there for a search warrant for an ongoing investigation involving allegations of domestic abuse and child neglect. So that's why they went there. There was a case already had been started that they were looking that was involved in domestic abuse and child neglect. And it said that once they got to the house, that when they heard the kids, they couldn't even really, that they broke everything down and they went in and they got the kids, obviously, but they said they couldn't even investigate inside because there was so much feces and trash and everything everywhere, that they went back and got another search warrant to actually go through everything in that house. So there was actually 2 that were served.
Yeah, because they can't. Well, they can't if it's not for everything, right?
Right, that is right. Well, it has to be specified. So if they went there for just the to see if there was any crime committed as far as neglect or for better lack of words, child abuse or whatever, domestic abuse or whatever the case may be, then, and now they're going to take those kids out, they're going to definitely have to go ahead and get something else, take them in the process, but just to kind of like play by the rules. You know what I mean? You're going to cover your ass is what you're going to do.
The whole thing sucks.
It's horrible. It is horrible, without a doubt, man.
This is one of the worst ones, I think, with the kids being almost all being feral, like feral animals laying on the ground.
Yes.
And, one of them's arms didn't grow, and the 18-year-old, she's got some stuff wrong, and I'm sure the other kids had the same type of stuff. That's just, it's for adults, not just two. You know what I'm saying? It's for,
Absolutely.
But I wonder if her mother filed a complaint, maybe.
Well, I thought of that too, believe it or not. I thought that the mom could have been one that actually I thought the mom I asked myself why did they go that direction? Well, obviously they probably had nowhere to go. Now
Mm.
the dad and the stepmom of Cider, they lived there. Okay, they had just moved there. But it said a lot when I find out that the mom only lived 30 to 40 minutes away or something to that effect. And then I thought, well, I wonder if the mom helped them find a place, right? Helped them find a
Yeah.
place to live. It didn't make any sense, but I mean, are you? Because they were estranged. Once she left, they didn't talk at all, hardly at all, if ever. The daughter and the mom of Elizabeth, they didn't talk. So there was obviously some issues there. Um, but it's just interesting when you think about it. I was trying to like, why would they come back this direction again? And
Mm.
it had to be something with familiarity. They knew that type of area, and they both came from that type of area. So what better to go back what you know, right? I mean,
Yeah.
instead of trying to go somewhere and start a
Right.
life in somewhere you have no idea.
Exactly.
I mean, that'd be crazy. But I did find out that. So here's interesting. Remember how they said that the owner of the house ended up the owner of the house ended up unaliving in 2025.
Yes.
Okay, so I was looking that up, trying to figure it out. Man, it was hard, but I found out that the lady was a realtor, and her name was Margaret Margaret Ann Taborn, Taborn. Now she wasn't the owner of the property. She was just the one that was handling the trust of that house. Okay, she was handling the trust of that house. They did say she was basically, when I read more into it, that she was basically managing it until she died at 91 years old. Okay, and so after that, once she passed away in 2025, that's when the niece, who apparently lives in California, she became the owner of that home, that estate. And so somewhere someone had to contact that niece in California to go ahead and sign a letter of term agreement that they were going to be renting it, Gary Sider Senior and his wife, and then only to be followed early in 2026 with his son and his wife and their kids. So that was pretty interesting. There was a lot of information. Marianne, hi DD and Chad. Chris, hello. Annie, I'm sorry, but the B ball knew better. Chris, at least one of the four adults, without a doubt, Annie. Well said. L, if you would like to send something to DD, that's his email. Appreciate your support. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, L. Doug, in my opinion, they went to West Virginia to get married. They didn't want the media all over them because this wasn't the first time an uncle was a main focus of media in Romeo and Juliet laws. Very interesting, Doug. Well said. Hello, Marianne, says Carol, AJ, Marianne Mannix. I wish I could do something for those kids. All I can do is crochet blankets. It's so sad. I understand, Mannix. I totally understand.
These kids are they're gonna need way above anything that at this point I don't even know.
Well, it's a good thing that they got that $1 million from the state to help with their therapy and all their costs medically and just for where they're going to be staying and all that. So that's a good thing that the state went ahead and helped that in that aspect.
Yeah, because they know they done screwed up.
Absolutely. Well, when this comes all, if somebody did, and I'm talking about someone did a deep dive investigation on this, the state could very well be in a big bind in itself,
Mm.
because they dropped the ball as well. You know,
Yeah.
whether or not they'll admit it, that's a different story. But
No, they
they did
won't.
drop the ball. They did, big time. Hell,
Mm.
the horrible thing is that there are many of these things going on that are never called. You're right. This is happening all over, guys.
Oh
This is
God,
not
yeah.
just something that just happened there. That's just made newsworthy because of the 16 kids and how the story came about. But the reality is, we have that stuff happening all over the country. All over the country that's
Shit.
happening.
All over the freaking world.
All over the world. Yeah, absolutely. Was warrant because Junior failed to appear in court. The only thing I found, Miss Barney, was that the warrant was issued because the original reason they went there was to a search warrant for um, domestic abuse. I believe it was domestic abuse and for uh, neglect on the kids.
Now, I
That
just read, let me stop you real quick. Now, I
okay?
just read that the warrants were for, oh no. Yeah, for his four charges, it said. Is that correct or not
Well,
correct?
no, that's originally what they said, that it was
Okay.
for the four misdemeanor
Okay.
charges that of indecent exposure.
Something different.
But
Okay.
but now the story has been lately that truly wasn't what it was for. They
Okay.
just and it's been gaining traction. And then I found that they were talking about. I found in the news, and I didn't write the news individual, but I found that they had come out and said that they went there to investigate an alleged allegations of domestic abuse and child neglect.
Hmm.
That was the main issue because everybody, I mean, I even thought that myself. I thought, well, who's going to serve a search warrant for four, because, decent exposure, they're
Yeah,
not felonies, they're,
not
they're
a search.
misdemeanors.
Yeah,
So
not
I'm
a
like,
search warrant.
yeah, so I'm
Hmm.
like, who's going to go hit you issue of that for that? It just didn't make sense to me. And working in this area in law enforcement, I was like, that just doesn't make sense.
Go
But
Bruins. Go Bruins.
later on, I ended up finding out through investigating that, yeah, they went ahead. That was the real reason, and that makes sense because that's also in a gag order as well. But that was leaked out to individuals of the media, and that's where I read it from. So, you know, but like I said, this is just what I found. If somebody finds something different, by all means, it's just my opinion. I just got to cover my ass.
And remember, I don't agree with anything that he says.
I don't know him. Oh my lord. Oleg, unfortunately, probably likely in my opinion. JR booking info says he was on rugs at the time of booking. He probably was, Al. He probably was on them. You know what? Absolutely.
So let me ask you something.
Hmm.
It says Gary Siders Sr. was released. Is he still
Yes.
out?
Yeah, he's released because he had fell in them bringing him over to the courthouse. He had slipped and fell, and they took him to the hospital. And in that time they took him to the hospital, they found out that they came across a lot of things that he had wrong with him, like serious health issues. So rather than the county saying it is a small county, rather than the county saying, because they have to pay for everything. So
Yeah.
rather than them keeping him in jail, they said, you know what, we're going to give him the fee of the 300,000 that they all got. However, they said we're going to OR him on his own reconnaissance, and he will go to the hospital for his treatment. That way, it's out of their pocket, not the county, because the county would go bankrupt. So what they ended up saying is that once he gets out of that hospital, that they would put ankle monitors on him to monitor where he's supposed to be. So that's why they did it. The decision was made that it could bankrupt the county, and they weren't willing to do that. So they said, we will OR him. His 300,000 bond will no longer be necessary to come up with the money. They will OR him in his own reconnaissance. So that's where that lies. But now they're all, now the Elizabeth is trying to get the same type of deal, not so much for health reasons, but more so because, she wants to see her kids. And the sad thing about it is, I don't know how that's going to go. I mean, there's so many different views and takes that it's going to be interesting to see how people go one way or the other on that. The Russells were the abusers. You need to listen to Joey. Okay. The Russells were the abusers. Yes. The Russells are the maiden name of Elizabeth. That was their last name, the Russell. Barney, I don't think so. Warrant was for 4 indecent. That was a warrant, but they had a search warrant that they went there. I understand. I know that the warrant was for 4 indecent exposures, but there was an underlining that they were looking at this. Either or, they got the kids. But the moral of the story was they were trying to figure a way how, to get in there and see what was going on. Because it's just not normal that they're going to go in there and serve a warrant for 4 indecent exposures. I never heard of such a thing. So when I looked it up, they did say that there was actually the search warrant for the domestic abuse and the child neglect. And that would make sense because all those kids were being neglected. You know what I mean? That would be the way that they would get it. What they use for their information, I can't tell you that because it didn't say all that. April, please hit the like and subscribe. Oleg, Russells are Elizabeth parents. Yes, absolutely. April, Doug, I think it was a neighbor who filed. There was a neighbor teen who was dating one of the girls, and his parents told him he could see or talk to her. He couldn't see or talk to her anymore. That's probably right, Doug. That's probably right. I didn't know about that. I didn't hear about that, but you're probably spot on. Thank you, April. Mannix, I grew up in the Shenandoahs and Blue Ridge Mountains. I cannot tell you the absolute beauty of the area. Oh, it was beautiful out there. Hard to believe this could happen in such a land. The land was so remarkable, Chris. It was, beautiful. It was like if you wanted to get away, that's where you would go.
Yep.
So beautiful. And yet to know that in all that beauty, there's all these hidden cavities of nefarious shit going on. I guess the best way to put it.
Sounds right.
Holly Atkins, I'm here listening. Barney, I was nursing my first child when I found out I was pregnant again. Doctor told me to stop nursing. It could cause concerns such as nursing baby, expected baby could end up not getting enough nutrition. Well said, Barney. Well said. Doug, there was 2 warrants, one criminal for 4 indecent exposures, correct, and another one for probate, unknown reason, both sealed, most likely because of the ages of the victim. Yep. L, I wonder what is the truth regarding the warrant situation, because they made it seem that they had no idea about the situation with the kids. That was my point. That's what, at the beginning, that's what I had thought as well, that these were 4 misdemeanor charges for indecent exposure on 4 straight days, 4 different times. And then it became, then I found out today when I was researching this that there was actually another search warrant, not a warrant, a search warrant that they had. And in the process of that search warrant, that they went ahead and heard the noises of the kids. And that's why they were just like, let's just go ahead and do all this. So, it's that old saying, it could be any one of those things. In all honesty, we're not going to know until it goes to court in reality, because they're sealed. Everything is sealed.
Everything is always sealed.
Plunder has the FOIAs.
I'll be right back.
Warrants, gag orders, arrest video. She has it all. I will look it up. No doubt about it. Miss Barney, wow, I didn't that could happen. Groundsky, please like and share. But that's the information that we were able to ascertain. Because I can tell you right now, I believe wholeheartedly it was the warrant that they were serving, and then that they heard the noise of the kids. But there was a lot of scuttlebutt about really what was the underlining, what was the real reason they went there. And then that's when I found that other information. I thought, oh, wow. Now, like I said, I could be a little off, maybe, possible. I used to do this kind of work. So it is possible I could have been a little off, or the people that I got this information from could be a little bit on. It just really depends. The crook of it all is those kids were pulled out of that house for their own well-being, and that's the good thing, no doubt about it. Barney, nursing while pregnant can also lead to miscarriages. Wow, I did not know that. Geez, my chat just stopped. That was weird. I see you here. Damn, so this was actually because of Dad's arrest warrant. For better lack of words, until we get more validated information, I'm going to say yes, Jim, yes. But there is other stuff there. I guess we'll just wait to hear the other stuff. So if we want to go with the fact that there was a warrant issued for his arrest for indecent exposure on 4 different days in a row, 4 different times, then yeah, just go with that. But I've been hearing a lot of other things, and then when I did that, that's when I came up with that information. Tushy, luckily there was a warrant out for him. No doubt. Exactly, Tushy. Jim, Tushy, Doug, they showed up with 2 warrants from 2 different judges. They wanted everyone. Criminal for Gary and probate for Elizabeth, and Gary Sr. and Christine. They had a plan. 2 warrants says a lot. Very well said, Doug. Very well said. Tushy, hi, Jim. So that's kind of the information that I just wanted to share with you all. Honestly, I've never, even when I told you guys in 2021, they moved to Cheshire, Ohio. That's in Gala County. I ain't never heard of Cheshire, the town called Cheshire. Definitely going to be Amish country out there more than likely. But yeah, that was the information that I wanted to bring to you. So with that, we can go with open session, open chat, talk about anything that's going on in the news of what's happening. I just wanted to go ahead and give you what I had found it. So that way, at least, because for me, that makes a little bit more sense, but at face value, if we want to go with the fact that there was a warrant for his arrest for indecent exposures, hey, so be it. The good thing is the kids are safe now. That's the bottom line.
Yep.
So what do you got, Chris? We're in open chat. What do you got?
A little bit of a headache, not too much, really.
That's because you're out in that sun trying to pedal that bike and that e-bike and trying to charge it.
Well, yeah, they're kicking me out of this Waffle House because I've been here too long. So, did you guys see yesterday? Sleuth Intuition was at Nancy's house.
I heard he was boots on the ground. I didn't see it.
Yeah, he was boots on the ground. He was almost roadkill on the ground.
Really?
Yeah, something happened. I haven't been able to follow the whole thing, but I think in a couple of seconds I'm going to put something up there that you can play it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, he was there, and I guess somebody like aimed their car at him and tried to hit him or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then the sheriffs and everything came. So it was a thing, I guess. I just heard about that a few minutes ago.
Growski, I have not heard of this case like this before involving so many. You got that right, Growski. I'm with you. Barney, or unless someone doesn't show up for court. That is very true. Someone called the cops, apparently. I haven't seen it. Yeah, the only people that I could see that would have seen something, if anybody, would have been that trailer that I told you guys that was on the other side of the train tracks. That's the only one, that the house that could even see anything of that house. So then again, it could have been multiple things, just the right place at the right time.
That house is at the right place at the right time, because if I lived across the street from those train tracks, I'd be golden. I'm a train guy, and
yeah, right there, like you're probably looking at maybe
50 feet,
14, probably another maybe 22. Yeah, probably about 40 to 50 feet. Yeah, from the train. I mean, it's right there. Out, you open your door and you see the train hauling butt right by. Marianne, Chris, JLR just posted something about Slew just now, just letting you know. Thank you, Marianne. Appreciate you being here. Al, who was it? Who tried to run? That's what Chris is trying to pull up the video. Chris, is James Cassidy the other case you mentioned? James Cassidy. That's to you, Chris. You're still on mute.
Yeah, I know. What case did I mention? I'm stupid.
James Cassidy. Doug wants to know, Chris, is James Cassidy the other case you mentioned?
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
I don't remember. I don't even remember mentioning it. What am I doing? Holding a video for 2 minutes.
There it goes.
Chris, is James Cassidy. Oh.
All right, let's see this video.
I don't think so. I got to hold it for 2 minutes, I heard in the chat. Somebody asked me to hold it.
All right.
So we'll just look at that. So he plays the video. Who asked me to hold it? Hold on. Please hold that video for 2 minutes, Miss Barney.
Oh, please hold. Okay.
Maybe it's a code yellow or a code I'm thirsty, or
Barney, please hold that video for 2 minutes. You got it.
And I don't know, Doug. I'm not sure.
Marianne on X. Man X, there we go with that Crazy Hills neighborhood again. Marianne says, no YouTube. Oh, okay. Thank you, Marianne. Right, Manex. Doug, just laughing. Code Yellow, laughing out loud. Oh, Lordy mercy. We're waiting.
All this waiting, but I have to because she loaned me the e-bike, so.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
It made you the sandwiches and all the drinks that were in the backpack. Hey Jay, maybe she has to do something, true. And we'll be back in 2 minutes. Growski.
Well, we figure. You know.
We're waiting for you. No worries. AJ, Carol. Hey, we all have, we never know. Could be potty breaks, could be anything. Anything.
Why we wait? I'll show this. This is another one I made. Oh, okay. I like this one a lot, but hold on. Let me remove Mr. JLR and let me add. This one's funny. I'm on host. Wow. I'm on duty.
On duty. That's pretty bad. I like that.
That's my horse.
That's awesome. Damn it, man. I got to figure out how to do all this. I really do.
It's just AI.
I know you say it's just AI, but there's got to be more that you got to type in. You can't just type. It's just AI.
You can. Well, no, it's on Google. It's the Google Chat AI, and then you just type in or talk in whatever you want.
Okay, Miss Barney's back.
Okay.
You're welcome. Here we go.
Get rid of me.
I get rid of you. There you go.
And then we'll put up.
JLR.
Volume. And
Ice
all
cream
right.
break.
Throw it up. Ice cream.
Here we go. Yeah, that's what Gronsky said. Ice cream break.
There
Here
you
we
go.
go.
Breaking news. Sheriffs called to Nancy Guthrie's home again after a YouTuber got attacked by a driver of a vehicle who almost swerved into him while streaming out front of Nancy Guthrie's home. This is crazy, folks. Sleuth Intuition was out in front of Nancy Guthrie's home and a vehicle flew by him and almost ran their vehicle into him, swerved into him, and it looks like on purpose. Then the sheriffs arrived to the scene, and I want to share what Sleuth said to the sheriffs. This is coming from Sleuth Intuition. He was live streaming yesterday, Friday evening, actually Saturday. It was Saturday. And today is Sunday. I want to share with you this vehicle swerving into him, and then the sheriffs responding to the scene. Check it out.
You know him too good.
What, is there a tripod out here? Somebody leave the tripod? I don't see a tripod.
Ooh, that was close.
That lady just fucking swerved at me. Tried to fucking hit me. Did you see that?
Wow, that was close.
That fucking tried to hit me, dude. That shit's not cool. Look, you got this whole road right here, and they fucking swerved like a foot in front of me.
We've probably seen that car
Next time
before.
somebody does that, I'm fucking calling the cops.
Probably.
I can't believe they just fucking did that. Like, what's wrong with people? Like, what if they accidentally like hit me or I fell forward or something?
Then you'd be hitting.
There's
Adios,
something wrong with this
amigo.
fucking neighborhood. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. Not quite sure what it is.
Yeah, Oleg said
Oh,
that
that's
car
the sheriff.
looked like the gem guy.
Could be. Rolling up on them. Jesus Christ, looks like when
Don't
they
know why
came
we
to
got the
get
sheriff
Alex.
over here.
Yeah, because he didn't call yet.
What's up?
How's it going?
Good, you?
Good. Everything good today?
Can I help you?
No? I mean, well, we just saw that you almost got hit by a car.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you about it.
I don't need any help.
No?
Nope.
Okay. Just making sure that you're
Thank
safe
you.
on the side of the road.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So they saw it?
Dad?
I'm Sergeant Camelot. So it doesn't look like what is going on right now is what we got the report for. We just want to make sure everybody's safe here off the roadway. We got a report that you were standing in the middle of the road.
I mean, I've crossed the road a couple times.
Yeah, and you know, you can cross the road just like anybody else does, but
Yeah.
the issue is if there was somebody in the middle of the road. And I understand that somebody
You guys come out to those kind of calls?
Yeah, we do. But I'm also coming to see about you. We did hear about a vehicle driving by quick. If you'd like to discuss it.
No, I have no issues.
Okay. Well, just make sure that you stay out
I
of
don't,
the
I don't
roadway.
need any. You guys don't need to tell me anything.
Well, I'm just letting you know.
I don't
You're
need.
documenting, not documenting.
I don't need anything from you.
Well, I appreciate it.
Okay,
See,
thank you.
now so look at this is where I have an issue. There is no need for him to talk to them like that. Just listen to what he's saying and then let him go. You're starting. I agree everything that he's saying with Sleuth, but you're starting the uncool problem that you don't need to start. They're just telling you what they need to tell you. Just let them finish and then they're gone. But you got to give him the back talk. I don't need you. I don't need to listen to you. Why do you have to do that?
What say everybody in the chat? What do you all think? Let's hear
I mean, truthfully, like being just the downright real person, you don't have to start like that. Just say, oh, hey, thank you, officer. Thank you for checking on me. No problem. I'll stay where I need to stay. That's what you got to do. They're not there to do anything to you. First of all, they came before he called, so they already knew that a car came close to hitting him, so they came to check on his ass. Right. Plus, they got a call probably from that car saying, hey, I almost just hit a guy who was in the middle of the road. Doesn't that make sense to everybody? That person in that car is probably the one that called to cover their ass now. That's why they're there. They're not there because, oh my God, we just showed up. Like he said, we got a call that you were in the middle of the road, and then we heard that a car almost hit you. What do you mean? How'd you hear? Right? That's together. It's the one phone call. They're just making it sound like two things. But there's no need to act like that towards the cop. There's just no need for it. Sorry. And I don't, however you want to do it, that's fine. But to me, you're just starting the problem.
Very well said. Very well said. Tushy, Sleuth is a great guy. Manix, Miss Barney, laughing out loud. Gronsky, what the heck is this? Is nuts. Tushy, AJ, Marianne, Sleuth was great. The car looked like the one Gem Guy's. Oh my God, Gem Guy's wife and Mrs. Crouch. Gronsky, the car was going fast, way too fast, without a doubt. Probably Gem Lady on one called the Juice. Crazy. Those neighbors are ridiculous.
Wait a minute. What car? Was that the day that the cops got called on Alex? Remember when that car slowed down and said something to him? You never learned? Was it red or white?
It was red. No, it was, what was that car? I think it was the Gem Guy. Or the Gem Lady. I think it was red.
Oh, I think it's white. No, I don't know. Does anybody remember?
I thought it was, well, I don't know. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it has been a long life. But anyways, that just, see, that's what aggravates me. And I understand what he's doing. He doesn't need your help. But here's the thing. He almost got hit. And he's the one that said, I don't like people doing that or something like that. I'm calling the cops. And he said he was going to call the cops. Okay. They're there to check on you to make sure you're okay and just to say, hey, don't stand in the middle of the street. And they were like, do you need help or anything? Well, if you're going to call the cops, tell them, yeah, and show them the video. Maybe they can slow it down, get the license plate, and be done. I see. This aggravates me just because, I'm pro-police, obviously. Like a lot of them are, but you don't have to talk like that. Sorry, you don't. Because if I'm the cop and you're talking to me like that, I'm turning around and I'm giving you an attitude right back.
Well, let me tell you from my perspective, because I've been in those situations, and I can sit here and tell you, yeah, that's the best thing to do was just tell the cops, hey, if you want to file the report, file it. If you don't, hey, officers, thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. And that's the end of that,
Yeah.
But Chris, you're right in the sense that when you seem to perpetuate maybe you have to understand these cops know that they're on thin ice, right?
Yeah.
They know that they have to watch their P's and Q's. Mm-hmm. So they're coming not because maybe they want to, they're coming because they know they have to make things right. Okay. And so they're coming in a way where they're trying to like, see everybody, this is what we're trying to do. And what ends up happening is like possibly fuel on the fire, makes it bigger than what it needs to be. I've been in these situations, and I can tell you this right now: if that was me and someone told me that, yeah, it would just be an ongoing thing. Everybody,
Right. So
this would never end. This would never end.
no, and here's my other thing, and this is what I think about most of the time. These two guys were very nice, very nice. If I'm this cop and I'm walking away and I just had that interaction, if they have to call me back later on for, hey, the guy's in the middle of the road, well, now I'm coming back and now I'm going to be like, listen, this is the second time we've been called here for you standing in the way, so your ass needs to go. Just go. It's just, you've been here long enough, just go, or you can stay, whatever, but people are starting to call again, so we're going to have to keep coming here.
It's not going to be a friendly conversation.
Exactly. Now, if it went the other way, where he just listened to them and said, okay, thank you, but I'm all set. I'll take care of it. Great. Thanks. Have a good day. Later on, the cop comes back and he's like, dude, were you standing in the middle of the road? No. He's like, all right, listen, just stay on the side of the damn road and we'll just say that you weren't and blah, 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 blah. They're going to treat you better the second time when you weren't, you didn't have the attitude with them. And I'm not, this is just my opinion. Sloop does what Sloop does, and that's it. But it just like you just said, that fuels the fire. And yeah, you just made, now these two cops, they're around the corner saying, what an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, what an ass.
No, I do, because you got a good point. I mean, that's a good point.
Later on, when he gets pulled over by them because, hey, you didn't use your blinker, they're going to get a ticket. You're not getting a warning.
Absolutely. I mean, guys, I'm telling you from experience, yes, it is like that, and that's what happens. And you're exactly spot on, Chris. If you bring that type of demeanor when they're actually coming to you, not in a hostile situation, they're coming to you in a friendly, regardless of the past is the past. That can't be changed. No. The only thing these officers can do is try to make things right. Okay. Mm-hmm. And that's, in my opinion, what they were probably trying to do was make things right by being more cordial to the people that are there, the streamers.
Yeah.
So the idea that you say that, yeah, you're right. You go down the road and you don't turn on your blinker and this, that, and the other. Yes. You're not going to get that warm welcome again, and they, and it just sends a bad connotation. Now, I would say, did you guys get a call or did you see it? Well, we saw it on the live stream because that's what the guy said, right? The first officer, he said, we were watching it. Remember? He said, we were watching it. Okay, then my thing would have just been, hey, I like to press some charges because I know you guys were watching it because this officer just told me you guys were watching it. I want to go ahead and file a complaint against this person, not only for driving erratic, but almost hitting me. There you go. Now you got the officer told you, oh, yeah, we just saw it. We just want to make sure you're okay. And then the other officer tries to, kind of downplay it because he's kind of probably looking at the other officer like, be quiet. You're saying more than you need to say.
They're watching it. They're probably sitting. Once they find somebody's there,
right?
They look at it on their phones. You know what? And I'll just use half and half. So half the cops are probably watching to see if he breaks the law. The other half are watching to see who aggravates him to do something and be like, you know what, dude, I saw what happened. You're good to go. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. So all I can say is, you know what? This is why a lot of people, streamers, they'll be able to talk to some of these cops and they'll have that good communication with them, and then some won't. And this is a prime example. Like I said, I could get it. I get it if it was, and this is just my opinion, if it was maybe Alex or Juice or someone like 857, I get it because they were done wrong, but yeah, I mean, all I can say is this is why sometimes streamers will communicate better with other people than other people because this kind of stuff does happen. And as well as that driver should be, you can't cite him obviously, but you can take him to court and make an example out of him.
Yeah.
You got if they watched it, they can say, well, no, he did look like he swerved to him. They got to tell the truth. So therefore you got them on your side. Even if you don't want them, you got them on your side. And I'll tell you this, everybody. It's better to have police on your side than to have them against you.
You better right it is.
It's better to have the cops on your side than to have them against you, because once they're against you, you're on your own. And I hate to say it, but that's just how it works in that profession. So
let me run this through.
Go ahead. And obviously, I'm pro police as well.
Yeah, there's somebody at the house. There's somebody in the in Nancy's home. I can hear like something going on inside there and in the back. Somebody's here. Get the fuck out of here. Come out here and try to bust me in the street. Yeah, I can hear him back here, you guys. There's somebody at Nancy's. There's somebody here. I can hear him in the backyard. Well, now we know who called. It was the ladies that tried to run me over. They probably said, oh, we almost hit him. Yeah, you almost hit me because you swerved at me. Dumbass. First Amendment audit. So far, so good. Oh. Yeah, don't come out here and try to intimidate me. I didn't ask for your help. Yeah, there's somebody here. There's actually somebody here at the house. I can hear him in the backyard. And these blinds are open now, right here, a little bit.
Some of the blinds are messed up.
Stay here. Yeah, they're definitely back here. I don't know if it's Nancy's or her neighbors right back here because their backyards are kind of next to each other. But I can hear something back here. People talking and noise, like metal clanking. Got some people from Cali checking it out. So now what are they going to do about the fake call, right? They're not going to do anything about the false call, about me being in the road. They must have been watching my stream.
Of course they were. I'm looking to see, yeah, but I can't.
Now, you see, Sleuth was like, I don't want to deal with you people. That's showing the mistrust, considering the Pima County Sheriff's Department handling of 3 YouTubers prior, arresting them. with frivolous stuff and citing them, public nuisance, obstruction of a thoroughfare. But you see the growing sentiment that people don't trust or want to help the Pima County Sheriff's Office in any way. And it's interesting that they arrived to the scene after this vehicle swerved into Sleuth, and he didn't even call authorities. He don't want to press no charges or nothing. And he's telling basically the sheriff's department to kick rocks. Let me know what you think about that. Should he have been cooperative more towards the law enforcement? It's just, there's a lot of people that don't trust the Pima County Sheriff's Department and don't want to help them anyway because they don't want to turn it into them getting in trouble or them being involved in any way in some sort of negativity or draw them into possibly, charging Sleuth with something there. Sleuth's brave. He was out there covering the case, and more people are expected in front of the Nancy Guthrie's house. But what's more disturbing is someone trying to plow their vehicle and using their vehicle as a weapon to intimidate people that are out there. Some of these cuckoo neighbors out there are going to get in some trouble with the law if they continue their frivolousness, like coming at streamers for exercising their First Amendment rights and frivolous phone calls and Karen phone calls. It's ridiculous. The neighbors don't own the neighborhood. It's a public street. People have the right to access that street at any time. First Amendment. Let me know what you think about what you just saw. Go check out Sleuth Intuition. He's boots on the ground.
Done with that.
So let me read some of these. Tushy. Okay, I'm going to read some of these. All right. Yeah, wasn't
Be right back.
Okay. Oleg says, I was angry after seeing his response. They were so nice to him. Oh, yeah, wasn't the most respectful thing to do, in my opinion. Gronsky, I guess we are being monitored. Barney, he should not have spoke like that to Ellie. Carol, no, they were watching the stream too. Tushy, show respect. Oleg, no thank you either. I've never heard. Manex, agree with Chris. AJ, DD Tucson is effing wild, but good afternoon, all good in the foothills. Yeah, we people are bullied, in my opinion, out there. Sorry, I mean the mouth. You like to stop. Don't act that way towards LE. Well said, AZ, well said. Gronsky, couldn't have said it better myself. Remember, unalive them with kindness. That's how you approach stuff like this, guys. You approach him and you unalive them with kindness. Remember when me telling you guys that? That's how you put them on their heels, and that's how you gain that respect. Obviously, there's some damaged conflicts there, but that's what you want to do, is be able to literally unalive them with kindness. It works every time, I'm telling you. If that happened to me and I was an officer and they were trying to unalive me with kindness, my God, I would go above and beyond to help those streamers, without a doubt, any streamer, because I see how they're handling themselves. That's just an opinion, my opinion. Been there, done that. Manex, mass shooting in Tucson today. Tushy, Gray, I thought. L, hi, AZ, Marianne, it was at 2 a.m. Manex. Jim, survival, that's damn crazy. Gronsky, I don't know whose car that is. The one that almost hit him. Manex, Marianne, people are on edge. Very well said, Manex. L, yeah, he didn't have to say that. A to Z, Manex is really getting ridiculous here. And honestly, why is PCSD in charge of that pew-pewing today? It's TPD. Barney, well said, AZ. Barney, Miss Barney says, hey, his behavior was uncalled towards LE. It didn't help streamers at all. Shame on him. Good point, Barney. AZ, hello. Growski, attitude brings out more aggression. Without a doubt, people. You got to use unalive them with kindness. I can't stress that enough. Communication skills are really needed to be able to communicate with the officers and get them on your side, not against you. Here's the old saying. You don't want officers against you who want them on your side. So you do want to be respectful in all cases, no matter what has happened in the past, because you're living in the future right now. You're living in the present, the now. That's what I'm saying. Groundsky, hello, AZ. AZ Manex, our mayor blames pew-pews, blame the finger pointing at the trigger. Sorry, we all aren't jerks who open carry. Well said. Ducey, don't talk to a Jersey State trooper like that. He would have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You would talk to me as an officer, you would have a problem. Literally. That's just uncalled for. But that's just my opinion.
Especially there in the situation that they're already having. I get that the guys were issued tickets and warnings, and then you got arrested and but 95% of everything is dropped. Everything's dropped except for Alex's whatever he has Tuesday. But I understand what he was doing. I don't think I would have as big of I don't even have a big issue. It's just my opinion. He didn't do anything wrong. It's just that if in a different situation, in a different area, maybe, all right, whatever. Give him a little attitude, whatever. But in the situation that you're in now, where they are, you just can't. I don't think doing that is the correct way to handle that. You know, it should have been, okay, thank you. Go ahead and file, do whatever it is you're going to do. That's great. Thank you for checking on me. You're not helping yourselves out being like that.
You're right. You're exactly right, Chris. And that's just something that goes with time and learning and understanding. You know, that goes with, as far as I'm concerned, that just goes with understanding the situation that everybody is in right now, as far as the streamers and with LE, you know, how things have been going. You want to try to work with them as much as you can, because you need them on your side. At the end of the day, you know, that old saying, when I said before, the pen is mightier than the sword, literally. And if you guys don't know what that means, I'll break it down to you. The pen is mightier than the sword. Okay. So the reality is just that you want them on your side. Doesn't mean that you're catering to them, but if they're talking nice to you, then you respond with a respectful response. And if they're not talking to you nice to you, then you got every right to handle yourself however you want to. At this point, you know, all I can say is live and learn, man. Live and learn.
And you not only just got a deputy, but you also got two deputies, and one of them's the sergeant for the night.
Yeah.
So now, like somebody just said, what happens if he needs to call them? Well, I'm going to tell you what happens if he needs to call them. Yeah, some guy tried to swerve at me again, and he threw something out the window at me. Okay, once the sergeant hears that come over the radio, he's going to call the other guy and be like, take your time getting there. Don't rush, you know. Go the long way, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to come right out. It's just, those are the little things. Again, Sleuth did nothing wrong. I just don't agree with how he approached the situation.
I mean, I can understand. I can understand that he was upset because of what happened. But once again, if you want to at all times have LE on your side. That's what you want. You want them on your side. You may not ever get nanos on your side, but you want them deputies on your side. You know why? Because nanos ain't patrolling the streets. Those guys are patrolling the streets.
Right.
Those guys are the guys you're going to come in contact with. And I'll just leave it at that.
No,
Bible, you don't. Wishing your luck is not always lucky. I hope no one else gets hurt on the block. I back the blue 100%. Miss Barney Cat says he was walking all over the road and around the corner. I am surprised Sue Ellen didn't come out. This is getting too out of hand, says Groundsky AZ. Oleg, Sue Ellen, brutal. She's on like white on rice. AJ, agree with Chris. No need to be rude if they were nice to him. 2C Oleg agreed. Maybe she was out. I was watching her. Oleg, our passed out. 2C. 2C Oleg, Bible. Why didn't the officers just go after the vehicle? Very good point there, Bible. Very good point. Carol, agree, AJ. Groundsky, please like and share, everybody. Hell, I ain't surprised anyone is still going out there at this point, pressing their luck, in my opinion. I mean, I understand it about their rights, but it's also pretty risky at this point.
See, I disagree with that, though, because look what just happened. He was there. They didn't do anything to him. You know what I'm saying? I think from all the dismissal of the courts things and everything that's going on, I am sure the sheriff got a, hey, end that shit. You can't do that crap no more. So now the deputies are okay with going by the law. So I think they're fine to go hang out like he was. But you may have just changed that whole thing. With the attitude. Now they're going to be looking at you like every 2 seconds, like, what's he doing? Now they're waiting for you to screw up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
That's the whole point. They're just they're sitting around the corner, just watching, waiting for him to do something wrong. And then they're coming right back. And the reason, a couple of things about them not going after the car. One, that it was a little bit later after the cops were there, probably, I don't know, 10 minutes after that happened, right? Give or take a couple of minutes. So the car's already gone. Could they have gotten the information from his video of who it was? Probably. But at the end of that conversation, I can hear what the sergeant's saying on the way back to his truck. Shit, I ain't going after that car. You don't want help from us? I ain't helping you. Right? You know what I'm saying? What? He said, no, I don't need nothing from you. Okay, see ya. Good luck next time.
No, more so, he said, you don't need to tell me nothing.
Oh, yeah, all right. Well, then I'm not going to tell you nothing. Have a good day. Bye. So, I'm out of here. Now my hands are done. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. I mean, we all have different views of opinions, but I would have personally, I would have not handled it that way.
No.
Okay, I would not. But you know what? JLR said, hey, tell me what you think. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
You got it's an opinion that everybody will have different views of no matter what.
Right.
Brownsky, I wish they would just stay away. This is not helpful. Oleg, it's nice to see Nancy's house. A few minutes is enough. Yes. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a good idea. Z Oleg. Meanwhile, I agree. We'll also feel like we've been duped by the truth will come out very soon. Marianne L. I've been saying that for a while now. Right now, I feel like there's going out there for them more than Nancy. I'm sorry, Marianne. I understand where you're coming from.
That's a very good point. Yeah, it is a good point. I think it would be 90% for them, and the rest would be for Nancy, and that's understandable. That's a absolute great point. That was spot on.
Hey, look, I will honestly, I am going to be going there just to let you know. Like I've been telling you guys, in the later part of October, I am going to be going out there, and if the officers came to me, my God, and they came up to me like that, okay, I would welcome that. In open arms, I would welcome that without a doubt. But I will be going out there, and that's what I would have done.
Yeah, and
we're all different.
Yeah, but it's nothing against sleuth. Nothing at all.
Right. It's just you got to remember, everybody. You got to remember this. For any streamer out there, you have to remember this. You're not just representing yourself. You're representing all the streamers that are out there. So, you have to take that with some consideration that it's not just you. If you want to have that opinion and that thought, that's fine. But just understand that it's affecting all the streamers that go out there that are standing there, whether it's the Alexes or whether it's the 857, whether it's the Righteous Monkey or the Juice or whoever. It doesn't matter. You represent a lot more than just you, especially at a hot time with what's going on right now. And
Good.
I think that supersedes a lot more than oneself. It really means you have to think about everybody as a whole. It's just my
Right.
opinion.
And that's what's going on with a lot of the streamers now. Not nothing to do with Nancy, but the arguing and the going back and forth with the trolls and all that stuff. It's just when you fight back, it just keeps coming. You know, if I think it shows, I think it shows more if you don't do anything because it, you know, then if you don't say nothing back, then what was their whole point? You know what I'm saying? Like, just leave it as is.
Well said, KB. Well said. Sloot didn't help the fight of the independent journalists. Oleg, spots on, Miss Barney. Miss Barney said, correct response would have just been thank you, officers, and I'm okay. Oleg, spot on, Miss Barney. L. Gronsky, yes. LOL, love that one. KB, they probably said, what a jerk. And that's okay. I mean, you know, that's probably what they're going to say. And you can expect that's what they're going to say because God knows I've said that many times. Not
Yeah,
just about
I mean,
Sleuth, but about in general, about being the cop that, you know, someone comes across like that. But I get it. Temperatures are hot. It's a hot topic. It's a heated discussion. There's a lot of wrong. There's very little that's been done to help locate and find Nancy. But you're not going to get any help if you don't meet that other person halfway. This is a if you want people to come to your aid and your understanding, then you need to meet them in the middle. It's what I think.
yeah, and then you know, April Juice. It was a different time, though. Like I know it wasn't that long ago, but it was a different time. They had the rule to go arrest the streamers that were there, right? So remember, get a ticket and then you go to jail, and that's what happened to him. Now they have the rule of saying don't go anywhere. You can go anywhere you want, just don't be where you're not supposed to be. So that's the differences. So Sleuth yesterday, he didn't have to say anything. He could have just stood there and said nothing, and he wasn't going anywhere. But the two situations now are different. And yeah, Juice is a great guy, and Juice was very nice. Juice was perfect. But again, they had the from above go arrest them, and that's what they did. But just
Absolutely. That was
different
not
situation.
that was not their choice, everybody. No doubt.
No,
That was
not at
coming
all.
from Nanos almost, in my opinion, almost full throttle. That was coming from Nanos. And you're put in that spot, and all you can do, like I said before, is try to meet them halfway, not because they have to, but because that's the only way you're going to get things accomplished. That's the only thing you're going to get when you want something and you need their help in something, you know. And it doesn't mean any less to you. It doesn't take away who you are. It just says you rose above that fray to not have to, you know, put yourself down here. You rose to that level. You know what I mean? And that's what's important. Oleg, let's hope he does not need to call them out. Carol, get more with sugar than vinegar, without a doubt. Exactly, Chris. AJ, agree, Carol. I was thinking exact. Tarek, did you see the sad video? JLR's live today. You are in the video they made. Oh, thank you, Tarek. I'll check it out. Carol, AJ, great minds, Carol. L, he almost got ran over, though. People, they are very hateful, and spiteful in that neighborhood, without a doubt. Without a doubt. L, hi, Tarek, Carol, AJ. Tarek, hi, AJ. Tarek, Oleg, he needs to work on that attitude. To see, they probably can go and stream for a while, but not to sit there for hours and hours. L, exactly, DD, about representing all of the streamers. If one does something disrespectful, it gives a bad look, without a doubt. April juice was nice, and look where it got him, though. Very understandable. Groundsky streamers need to stick together in the end, without a doubt. Oleg Juice had an extra long pinky. April, it was on the wrong. Tarek DD agreed. Tarek agreed too. KB, it showed a lack of maturity. Tarek Slew said, I didn't need you guys for anything. And that's true until you really do as a citizen when you do need law enforcement for something. And that's the problem that everybody seems to forget. You don't need anything from law enforcement until you do. And when you do, that's where the problem comes in. Just saying. And I'm coming from that from a perspective of what I used to do. I get where everybody's at. I also get where the officers are at as well. Barney, officers are humans too. I would probably have a few words to myself when I got back in my truck. Terry Diddy, the video you are in is called The Live Boat instead of The Love Boat. It's kind of funny. I'll check it out, Terry. Thank you. L, please hit the like, everybody, and share. Carol, I do like the video. It disrespectful, in my opinion. Live boat. Carol, I don't like the video. It's disrespectful, in my opinion. Live boat. Interesting, Carol. Okay. Definitely have to check it out now. Terry L, thank you for the reminder. I forgot. So everybody, that's a good point, though. That's a good thing that we're seeing what happens. There's still a lot of there's still a lot of mistrust, and there's still a lot of mixed emotions out there. But at this point, being able to go out there and stream and not worrying about having to go to jail or in handcuffs, irregardless if it's right, wrong, or indifferent, for that night, you're still in jail, right? Or for those hours, you're still in jail until you get bonded out. And the idea is that at least, you can go there. I would just try to just be as friendly as possible, so that both sides, it's a win-win for both parties, not leaving it a bad taste in their mouth that causes havoc on a lot of others. This is the best way to put it. Can't go, guys. L, faithful servant, did the video. L, hi, Cat Go. Good to have you. So, yeah, where'd you go, Chris? Come on back. We're caught up. Jenny Smith, Carol, what was disrespectful about the live boat? It's promoting streamers and funny. Welcome in, Jenny. Welcome in. Thank you for being here, Tarek. I don't really know who that is. Is he a crime streamer? Catgo 1985. Okay, Chris, come on in.
I'm here.
Okay. I don't want to see that dark mug. I want to see that happy guy earlier. There you go.
I'm eating.
Okay. Oh, sounds good. Carol, it's my opinion. Sorry, Tarek, Jenny. I thought it was funny. Yeah, I agree. I look, guys, like I said, I've been there. I've been there, both sides of the aisle. I've been the good guy. I've been the bad guy. I've made good decisions. I've made bad decisions. It is what it is. The idea that it's if you really do want law enforcement on your side, you really, truly do. At the end of the day, you really, truly do. So I would definitely think about the next time I encounter law enforcement. Just saying. Oh, look at that. There you go. I like that picture.
Look at that man right there. Look at him.
That wasn't me.
That's him. That's him every day.
I tell you what, I tell everybody, man, I unalive people with kindness, man. I do not. No way. I've been down that road, learned the hard way, and now, you know what? It's all good for me, man. It's all good for me. Miss Barney, is there beeping in background, or is it my smoke alarm? It was my oh God, my microwave. L, Tarek, AJ, agree with Carol. The video makes the guys look ridiculous, and it's not even funny in my opinion. Tarek, thank you, L1. L, Tarek, the faithful servant. What are you looking for, Chris?
Trying to find the Chicago thing.
Okay,
the
guys.
the Tucson thing.
Let's. Hey, any update? Any update on Nolan Wells? Where we at on that?
I haven't seen anything.
Haven't seen anything?
I haven't. No. I really haven't.
Well, we know now that there is a time issue where they found Nolan and where they called for the help to 911, which was the same location as where Nolan was last seen. Is that a coincidence, or is that says more?
That says more.
Yeah, no doubt. Because here's the thing, everybody. There's always something that you may forget. And I'm not saying these people did anything. Here's what I will say. Okay, here's what I will say. When we found out that it was safe to say he never left the island, that was a good thing for those boys. The bad thing was you still had to explain why the phone was on the boat. You had to explain why the keys were on the boat. And the reality is that it's not that simple, okay? Because something could have happened even prior to that we just don't know about. But we're going to know where that boat went. And now they're wanting 4 GPSs on 4 boats. Think about that for a minute. The police is wanting 4 GPS. The investigator are wanting 4 GPSs on 4 different boats. I don't know what that says, but it doesn't sound good.
What the hell would they want? 4?
And if they think that there was more involved than what meets the eye. They want to know where maybe remember there was a report that there was a conflict between some black kids of Nolan's friends and the white kids.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to know where all these boats were all at the same time, You know what I mean? Instead of just looking at one boat's GPS, they want to know the other boat's GPS to see what they said where they were at when everything happened, And then the other 2, I'm sure one of them is with one guy possibly that came there. Remember the friend that came there with his mom and dad and his family, and then he met up with everybody. They may want that one as well.
Probably.
Now they're talking about maybe an uncle. Uncle was the one driving a boat. All I'm saying is there's still a long way before this gets resolved. That's a fact. A long way.
Did you say they mentioned maybe an uncle was driving the boat?
There was an uncle that was on a boat that was mentioned. Once again, it's all just, I don't want to say hearsay or speculation. I would rather say it was just something that was brought out that may or may not have validity to it. But, it was something that was brought out of a possible of an uncle driving a boat. And,
I wonder if it was the guy in the pool, remember?
Yeah, I mean, that's very possible. I mean, but then that was a week prior, but he's still an uncle, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a lot of things going on there. I know that the mother is getting a lot of death threats. I have no clue in my mind why.
What the hell's that
Nolan's mom is getting death threats. That is beyond me, but that's been online as well. That's been on videos.
I saw a report of it today.
Yeah, she's getting death threats, and it's like, are you kidding me? She's the one that lost her 18-year-old son, and she's going to get death threats? Seriously?
Mm-hmm. And the funeral's this week.
Yes, it is. Yes,
JLR said he might be going down there for that because he said there's supposed to be some protests too, but he doesn't know yet if he's going.
Yeah, I would not go there only because, like I said, I'm not a big Mississippi fan, so. Just saying. Catgo, I haven't seen the video, so Carol, exactly, AJ Tucci, I don't care for the video, says Tucci. Barney, oh, thank goodness. Being 50% deaf, I can't always track noise that I do manage to hear. You're good, Barney. Tarek, they could have done a better job on the video. Hey, you know what they need to have on that video? They need to have that Marine in that Marine uniform.
What
This
video?
guy, this guy. They need to have this guy dressed
I-
like this
I
as
still-
the security of that boat. That's
I
what
still
they
want to
need.
know who that guy is.
It's definitely not the Doseki guy.
Hey, I'm gonna throw this up here.
All right, go ahead.
This
Let's
is
put
the
a
one.
video out.
This is the one from Tucson last night.
Very well said, El. Unaliving threats to the mom. Here we go, everybody. I'm going to pull it up.
Where the hell did the live go?
Here we go.
Suspect is now in custody. That is just the latest information that we got from Tucson police.
We've been following this story all morning long. Here's what we know. Tucson police say that officers heard gunshots. It was about 2 a.m., kind of in that downtown area near Congress and 6th Avenue, and they saw the suspect run from the scene. Police say that they gave the man multiple commands, but he did not comply. And that is when an officer opened fire, hitting the suspect. That man, we are told, is in the hospital. They say his condition is life-threatening. Police say that 9 other people, like Whitney mentioned, were shot. They're being treated at a hospital. We don't have their conditions as of now, but certainly something we're hoping to get. No officers were hurt. No word on what led up to the initial shooting, but that investigation is going on right now down in Tucson.
Interesting.
Now learning that
Yeah, so they at least no people dead.
Wow.
Or excuse me, unalive.
Wow.
Lucky.
Wow.
Whoa. 2026 officer involved shootings. And that's Jesus. And that's just Arizona.
Jeez. That's a lot, everybody.
1, 2, 3,
There's a lot of unaliving going
6.
around here.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. This is just in Arizona this year, and this is officer-involved shootings. This isn't just shootings.
Right, right.
So we're way above. We're almost to 40. That's insane.
Very insane.
To have 40 officer-involved shootings, that's crazy. That's a crazy number.
That's a crazy town.
And then there's Vegas. Vegas, yeah, I'm down with that.
AZ says, it's not good here. Without a doubt, my friend. It's not good anywhere. I tell you what, out here in Northwest Ohio, I always hear the news talk about Toledo, Ohio, and every night it seems like there's an unaliving.
In Toledo?
Yes.
That's where Ray O'Reilly's from.
Yes. Ray. That's where. What's his name? Oh God, what's his name? Oh God, the guy that does the Tony Paco's. What's his name? Not Radar. The other one. Jamie Farr. Thank you.
Oh, yep.
Jamie Farr. That's Jamie Farr's gig. Klinger. Yes. Yes. That's his home. But yeah, every day there's an unaliving going down there. Every day. I'm not kidding you. If you pull that up, Chris, and ask how many unalives have happened so far, I bet you would be probably pretty damn close to maybe, Jesus, one a day, I would say. There's always somebody unaliving somebody.
That's got to be crime related.
Al says, guys, tonight the interview room is fixing to expose more about bananas. Doug, gang, was it real in Tucson? It was real. It was real, Doug. Carol, he lurkers, please hit the like button and subscribe, everybody. Let's get this algorithm going. Gang wars are real in Tucson. Without a doubt, it seems like That's going on everywhere. AJ, Carol, thumbs up. L, Carol. How many did they say, Chris?
Well, but this isn't the full 2026. As of right now, crime-related unalivings is 16 so far.
Yeah, that's not all of them.
But that's not, again, it's not up to date.
I'm telling you, every night you hear something happening about somebody being unalived or somebody getting pew-pewed somewhere. It's I bet it's going to be at the top by the end of the year. I guarantee you that. It always is. Miss Barney, love Klinger. Me too. Love MASH. Marianne, Carol, this lurker all ready to hit the like button, laughing out loud. Let's get it, everybody. Don't forget, subscribe and like and be a member. And not only Devil Dog _88, but also Talking with Chris. Let's talk with Chris.
Let's talk with Chris. Let's do it. Why don't you get him on here? See if he can come in and talk.
Well, if you talk to yourself, they're not going to hear you.
This is true. I'm just trying to see if there's any whoops. Don't want that. If there's anything else happening right now. And man, I am so hiker.
Oh, listen to this one, Chris. L just posted, oh my God, a child is missing in my area. Just went missing. Parents asked the child to take out the trash and they didn't come back in.
What area? Where is this, L?
Where's this at, L? That is crazy. That is insane. Where's that at again, L? Where this happened about the child?
Carol is open. L, tell us, where is it?
Where is it at? Where's that one at where the child went missing? Prayers. Oh my God, this is no bueno. Carol says Eastern Shore, Maryland.
This is what sucks. There's actually people that drive around for certain days of the week and watch who take stuff out everywhere, right? How do you go missing? Just happens to be a person lurking just then when you have your kid take the trash out?
It's just crazy.
No.
It's just crazy.
What did she say now?
Elle said it was just reported locally.
Let's see.
Carol says, leave our children alone. No doubt about it, Carol. Elle, how terrible. Barney, no offense to anyone, but I get tired of seeing breaking news live later tonight or later this week. I understand. I get it, Barney. It can be overwhelming sometimes, without a doubt.
Well, let's see. I really want Elena Moore's toxicology report to come back.
I like for all of them to come back.
Elena's driving me crazy. Nothing now. It's a little too early for that, I think.
So what do you guys think about going to Tucson, going out there to the foothills, the Catalina foothills? You all down for that? What say you, chat?
You know, I got to say, I haven't even made it to the Ohio area yet on my bike. So Tucson is probably out of the question for me.
You got any days off you can take?
Me?
Yeah, we could go together up there.
Nope, not me.
You're like, hell no.
I cannot. the hell is this? I'm just looking to see if I can see anything on the missing kid on the police or anything.
I'm coming out there. We are coming out there, AZ, without a doubt. Tushy, sounds good, DD. We are definitely coming out there. I just got to look at all the other cases that's going on here in Ohio.
Huh. There's a lot. Really.
Oh, man.
There's a lot everywhere.
Al says, sure, DD. We're doing it. We're doing it. Just trying to figure that right time. And I will not tell until I get there. I'll let the mods know when they can post it up. There you go. Ugh.
Unbelievable. What are you going to do? What can you do? I can't find anything.
What can you do when they coming for you? Bad boys, bad boys. I just kind of turned it around a little bit.
What the hell was that noise? Did you hear that noise? It sounded like, oh, it was you singing? Oh, my dogs are howling over here.
Hey, guys, I gave Chris the floor so he can kind of like figure something out, but he's still working on it. Just want to let you know.
No, I'm looking. So there's just nothing. Nothing really. I'm even on X, and I don't even go on X.
I don't even have an account with X.
Yeah, you're better off.
Yep, I agree.
You are better off. I was just looking for some more. Any more videos on anything? I was on last night with who the hell was I on with?
Ted City, Patriot
Pride. No. Patriot Pride was on after, but Pretty Little Liars.
Okay. Pretty Little Clues.
Pretty Little Clues. Sorry, liars. But she had Sebastian Rogers' dad on.
Oh, how'd that go?
I mean, it went fine. It's just we were all just listening to him, and that's a tough situation, tough case over there. So I guess he created a new law that he's trying to get put into law. Called, I think he just called it, what would I do for a Klondike bar? Pretty much anything, really. I mean, I would, I'm pretty sure anything, really.
Hey, Chris, go ahead and look up Chester, New Jersey. Check out a lady that was unalived in Chester, New Jersey.
When? Today?
When was this, Tushi? I'm guessing it was today. When was this unalive in Tushi? Doug, Sebastian Laws.
Yeah, Sebastian Laws. He's trying to put those into law. So, like, what was he explaining? He said the missing kids, like that, it doesn't, there's not one like program that you can go into when there's missing kids in the world, throughout the whole country.
Right.
He's trying to get that made so you can log in and get everything you need to know. And if you grab somebody and you have a kid and you're able to check names or social security numbers, it'll all be in that database.
Interesting.
So
almost like a underage type of missing, kidnapping type.
Who asked for this?
It was Tusi. She said it was a few weeks ago.
Was it Brooke Hanlon on June 6th? 35-year-old psychotherapist and new mother was found fatally stabbed in her Chester, New Jersey home on June 6, 2026, and the investigation into her homicide is ongoing. Brooke, let me put this up so you guys have something to look at. I think this is it. I just popped it in there for you.
All right. There it is.
So, and that's the best I can do there. So, incident Brooke Handel, a licensed professional counsel, working most recently with Life Stance Health in Bernardsville, New Jersey, was discovered dead inside her Chester Township residence on Potterville Road. After 911 call on June 6th, 2026, initial reports suggested a cardiac arrest, but dispatchers quickly noted the death as suspicious. How could dispatchers know? They're only on the phone, right?
Right.
Okay. Anyways, the Morris County Medical Examiner determined the cause of death to be multiple shot force injuries, officially ruling it a homicide. Hanlon, 35, was a mother and wife married to James Connor Hanlon since June 2021. The couple had a baby daughter who was approaching her. Where did I? Oh, yeah, it was her first birthday at the time of the incident. Brooke Hanlon held a master's degree in counseling psychology from Northeastern University and had previously worked with children, teens, and families in the Boston area before relocating to New Jersey.
She said the husband's 911 call seemed off.
See if we can find it. Let's see. Hey, $1,000 has been offered for a tip. In New Jersey, husband and family. Brooke's husband, Connor Hanlon, has not been seen or heard from in weeks following the homicide. Court records indicate he has no prior criminal history, and authorities have not accused him of any wrongdoing. The couple's baby is currently being cared for by family members. Why wouldn't it be with him? Is he amongst the missing? Investigators continue to seek leads from the public to help solve this case. Anyone with information is encouraged to contact the Morris County Prosecutor's Office.
Interesting.
But why did he just give up the kid, or?
Well, no.
Slain, New Jersey, sister says family is living in a nightmare 1 month later. Okay. Where's the video? Oh, man, she looks familiar. Where's the video? Hold that.
We heard he went to Boston.
He's here?
That's what they're saying.
It's the same. All right, here we go.
You got the mute off?
Can you not hear it?
No.
All right, hold on. I probably did. Hold on. I'll have to throw it back up there. Make sure I did the right. Oh, I didn't. That's right. I didn't. Beep. And there. And.
No suspects have been identified. Police organizations in Chester, New Jersey are asking the public for help in their homicide investigation of Brooke Hanlon. Authorities found Hanlon stabbed to death in her home after an unidentified person called 911 on June 6th. No suspects have been identified, and national correspondent Brian Yennis has the details for us. Good morning.
Dana, good morning. It's been a month since 35-year-old Brooke Hanlon's murder, and yet police have made no arrests and have not identified a suspect. On June 6th, emergency personnel responded to a 911 call from Hanlon's home in Chester, New Jersey. According to People magazine, the call was made by an unidentified person at 4:30 p.m. Hanlon was found in cardiac arrest, suffering a large laceration to her chest. The medical examiner's office determined her death a homicide caused from multiple sharp force injuries. Brooke was married to her husband, James Connor Hanlon. The couple welcomed a new baby in July of last year. Fox News Digital spoke to Hanlon's sister, Paige Haggerty, who says Hanlon's daughter is being cared for by family members. The sister says the murder has devastated the Chester community and her family. Quote, "It's unimaginable. It's a complete nightmare. To lose a sibling is the last thing you would expect. I went through life with my sister in every phase of my life so far. I don't know a life without her, so trying to adjust to that is pretty impossible." The young mom was a psychotherapist and previously worked as a clinician in mental health for children and families in the Boston area, where she met her husband. Investigators released this flyer seeking the public's help with providing any information about Brooke Hanlon's murder or suspicious activity observed near her home in Chester, New Jersey on June the 6th. We've reached out to the Morris County Prosecutor's Office for more information. A reward is now being offered of up to $1,000. Dana.
Brian Yennis, thank you.
Interesting. And they have no suspects.
Now to discuss is
Nope.
Wisconsin Senator Ron.
They do not.
Even Barney had one unaliving in Ontario County, New York. 2 pleaded guilty with 3 more set to go on trial. Sam Norquist. Sam Norquist must have been the victim.
Probably gonna get
Man, they're all over the place.
pinged for this too. Let's see. Yeah, pop that up real quick.
Yep.
Bit hard to listen to. When paramedics first responded to the Hanlon home in Chester, New Jersey, dispatch had it down as a cardiac arrest. It wasn't. A week later, the medical examiner ruled that 35-year-old psychotherapist and new mom, Brooke Hanlon, had died from multiple sharp force injuries and classified her death as a homicide. A month later, nobody has arrested. So here's the 911 call made from inside that house the day she was found, and it's from her husband.
Oh my God! I need an ambulance.
Okay, 339 Pottersville Road in Chester Township. Is that correct?
Chester Township. Chester Township.
Okay, is there a floor apartment of room numbers? Is this a private home?
Fake.
A private home. Yes.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened. I know you said your wife is bloody.
I just found my wife. I don't know what's going on. CPR. I need CPR. There's instructions.
Okay, she's not breathing or conscious?
Oh my God! There's a laceration in her chest.
Okay, sir, bear with me one moment.
No.
We're getting help there. Just stay on the line and need some more information, okay?
I don't know if there's blood. I need you here. I need you here immediately.
Sir, she is bleeding and she's not conscious. Is that correct?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, sir. All right, the paramedics have been sent. Just stay on the line.
Yeah. What?
If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it, sir.
No, I don't have one.
Not available? Okay.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what.
Okay, please put your phone on speaker so your hands are free to help her, sir.
It's on speaker. I did not move it, Brooke. No, please.
Okay.
No.
One moment.
No.
All right, listen carefully and I'll tell you how to do chest compression, sir. Place the heel of your hand on the breastbone in the center of the chest, right between the nipples.
There's a cut.
I'm sorry, what was that, sir?
There's blood everywhere.
Okay, can you place the heel of your hand on the breastbone in the center of the chest, right between the nipples, and put the other hand on top of that?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Pump the chest hard and fast, at least twice per second and 2 inches deep. Okay, let the chest come all the way up between pumps. We're going to do this 600 times or until help can take over. Okay, count out loud so I can count with you, okay?
1,
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going, sir. You're doing great. We're going to do this 600 times or until help can take over, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Help is on the way, sir. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sir, try and take a deep breath, sir. Try and take a deep breath, sir. Closer. Are you still doing the chest compression, sir?
Of course, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going, sir.
Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but my first reaction to that 911 call was that it was bad acting. I don't know. I saw a lot of other people.
I'm not gonna play any more of him. But yeah, that sounded bogus to me. Sounded like good acting to me, or bad acting to me. It's just something about it that.
Yeah, I am with you.
That's just too. Yeah. So, let's see what I can find out about this guy at some point. Obviously, they were here, but this was all over the news. This was Fox News, CNN. Yeah, it was all over the place. I mean, that I didn't hear about it. That's even on Law and Crime on YouTube, Law and Crime Network.
Yeah, Doug said the word laceration stood out to me.
Yeah, it was like he's like, it looks like a laceration to me. You know, it's just not something that you would be discussing.
Well, isn't that something you wouldn't even use the word? It'd be like, it looks like a stab wound to me or something. You know?
My wife has a hole in her chest or something. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be. Oh well, she has a laceration. You know, it's about 8 inches long and an inch and a half wide. You know, like, come on, dude. It sounded all fake. Like, you know.
It was over the top. I will agree. It sounded over the top.
Yeah, exactly. Stab or she's cut. She's got a stab wound. Well, she has a laceration. Well,
that would definitely be an awful situation to be in. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. And they're just a brand new parents. That's crazy. There's another one to look into.
Shit, we could find them every day, man.
There is so many. Police probe. Yeah.
Carol said he could be in shock. 2C said, thank you, L. Had to move. I could not walk into that room. Very well said. Very well said.
I don't think he's in shock. This face on the screen right here in the white hat, that's shock of fear. Just shock of fear. I can't even leave my desk. I have to stay there.
That's horrible, man. Did you ever send me that picture?
This one?
Yes.
I don't know. Did I?
No. But I wouldn't be asking you if you did.
I don't remember. I'll send it. I'll send it to you. So, I don't know. Let me take a look through here. What's this now? Suspect shot after stabbing officer. Both in critical condition. Richmond. Richmond's South Side. See, just keeps happening. Just keeps going, man.
Anybody in the chat got any other thing going on? Anything happening? Any case you want to talk about or mention or bring up? Tushi. Any cases or anything you want to bring up?
What haven't we covered today? Everything.
Covered a lot, man.
What the hell is this? Oh, a little squirrely. Yeah, I don't see anything jumping out. Man dies by suicide after laundromat shooting in Whitesburg. KSP says. Well, there's another person. And it's been very quiet like today in California.
Which is odd.
Yes, very odd. But still only what, 418 there? So days young. But it's that's what I wanted to say to you. Something flashed over my phone. There are 900 wildfires in Canada.
Oh wow.
900. No wonder why there's all the smoke in the world down here.
No shit.
I mean, that's a lot for one time.
We don't have any smoke here in Ohio. Well, let me rephrase that. At least where I'm at, we're not having that smoke out here anymore yet. That isn't yet.
Today, I don't think there was too much here today either. But that's incredible though, for 900 wildfires. No wonder why they're losing.
I wonder if those are from storms, electrical, like storms with lightning.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Shibby said it was reported that it was lightning.
That's what I kind of figured. Not a whole lot you can do with Mother Nature, man, when that happens.
No. Wildfires actually shot each other. Yeah, I've seen that, before. Officers killed by each other by mistake. Justice for who? Dozens in Boston protest ICE after recent shooting deaths. Oh, Boston had a protest today.
That's your neck of the woods.
Yes, it is. Not that I heard anything of it. Ours never really, people get up, they're like, hey, it's 2? I'm going home. We'll see it. They really.
Oh, Lord.
The first. When did the college. Who was it? I forget what it was for, but they rioted here when colleges were still in. This was a few years ago. And it was like crazy. Like all these college kids getting arrested and stuff, like thinking they can get away with stuff. And like, you're in college here, dude. You ain't going far. All they do is they just run their names and pictures through all the college databases. Next thing you know, see ya. But yeah, Hurricane Hunter. There's a hurricane coming. That's what JLI was saying the other day too. There's a tropical that may hit in the Mississippi area.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's there. I mean, the Florida is getting some wind and stuff, but he's like, that's maybe a reason he wasn't going to go, because they're supposed to have like torrential rain for the funeral and stuff. So.
Oh wow!
Well, he was going for the protests.
Got you.
So, did you happen to see the flooding the other day in New York?
No, I know it always floods there.
They got poured on, and the tunnels underneath and everything. It was people trapped in their cars, and it was crazy. Let me see if I can find this video. It didn't stop the fire department.
What happened to their subway and everything?
Flooded.
They just shut it down?
Oh yeah, they can't. They have to because of the electricity stuff. But yeah, they were flooded. Through flooded bridge. I'm trying to see if I can find the guy. It was crazy though. I mean, they got so much water. New York City could see historic flooding. Let's see. Can't see. Oh man. Let me put this in. Wow. I don't even think that's New York, dude. Hold on. Whenever I want to find something, I can't find anything.
Chris, since you're doing that, I'm going to try to find something, and I'm going to see if I do it right, okay?
If you do it right, okay.
Yeah, well, no, because it's trying to put it on there. All right, let me see here.
Trying to put what on the screen?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to, like we did last time. For some reason, I'm not having like a whole lot of success. So I want to do something here. Just give me a second.
See, guys, he's when he really needs my help, he's nice and stuff. See, he's like, Chris, I want to see how it is. You know. But if you guys weren't in the chat, it would be like, listen here, I need this done. You know, that's how.
Click share.
It's brutal. It's brutal, guys.
Okay, I click share. Now I go back to the stream, right? And then there it is. And now I hit bring it on stage, right?
As long as it's in the box to present.
It's in the box to present. So
and then add to stage.
All right, there it is. And I want to play that one. Now, what if I want to play this middle one? This middle one with I can't Cash Patel and Nolan.
Click on it and see what happens.
Well, it's like I got my cursor on it and I click on it, but nothing happens. That's what I was
right, because you have to be on the actual video, not the one that you see on StreamYard.
I have to be okay. So I have to be on the actual video. What do you mean?
Yeah. So like if you had the dual screens, you would have StreamYard on one and then the video that you want to play on the other. So then when you add it to the stage, you can click the screen that has that because you can't play it from StreamYard. So you have to be on the actual video that you're trying to play.
Oh, I see. So I would go back here.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
There you go. There you go.
I see. Okay. So then I want to go, let's say, but now I don't see it on here. Let's see here. All right. Well, let's just, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So let's.
Landing in this case at once. And tomorrow brings a fourth.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you're ready to record.
There are three major developments landing in this case at once. And tomorrow brings a fourth moment this family has been dreading for over 2 weeks. First, the FBI has finally put its role in this case in writing, on the record, in full. Second.
Okay, interesting. I just wanted to test that out.
Oh yeah, okay, great.
That's what I wasn't figuring out before was how to do that. So I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna go ahead and like this one here. Okay, go to StreamYard and then go to add, share screen. I want to go to this. Okay, share it. And then I want to go back to this one. And then I want to go here and I want to make sure.
Island. How do you know he drowned? Even the corrupt system in Mississippi, they haven't even said he drowned. Yes, they're lying and saying that there was no foul play, but they haven't even said that. Why are you saying that, Harvey? Why are you writing this headline at TMZ?
Yeah,
how much was the bag? And while we're on the topic of corruption in Mississippi, the governor of Mississippi, Tate Reeves, came out and doubled down and let us know there is no hope for justice in Mississippi when it comes to Nolan Wells. Governor Tate, the most powerful man in Mississippi, has come out and said he sees no foul play when it comes to Nolan Wells. And if corruption at TMZ and corruption in Mississippi is not bad enough, Christine, Nolan Wells' mama, is now getting hate mail. Now, in the light of all of this negativity and corruption, I do have a silver lining. Judge Carlos Moore of Mississippi has come out and said he has seen enough evidence and that he is now demanding for those 3 white boys and everybody else that's involved in this Nolan Wells case be arrested and investigated immediately. There has been a ton of developments over the past 48 hours when it comes to the Nolan Xavier.
Interesting. I like that. I was able to do that, Chris.
Congratulations.
Oh, man, no, now I know how to do it. Hey, everybody, I just learned it again.
Yep.
You find
Now
anything
you'll be
yet?
able to do it. I think so.
All right, put it up there. Let's get it.
This is just some flooding in New York from
Okay.
this past weekend,
Let's see how bad it was.
last week.
Let's see how bad it is.
It's in there.
All right.
Every time it rains hard in New York, the same thing happens. Streets turn into rivers, cars get swallowed by water, and people get trapped. So why does this keep happening, year after year? Today we're breaking down why certain NYC neighborhoods flood almost every time there's a heavy storm, and what the city says it's actually doing about it. During recent storms, several streets across the city became impassable within minutes. Traffic came to a complete stop,
isn't what I
with
was
water
looking
rising around them. In some cases, for families living in these flood-prone blocks, it means constantly bracing for the next storm, not knowing if their home will take on water again. So what's actually causing this?
Okay.
A lot of it comes down to aging infrastructure.
This isn't the one I wanted.
Okay.
Ridiculous. Let me see.
You got it, Barney. I'm figuring it out now with the help of Chris. And you see, I didn't even scream at him.
Like I said, that's
excited.
no, that's because everybody is here.
You ready?
No, I'm not actually. Hold on. I'm trying to find an actual Pearl River, New York. That's not it. Oh, I can't find it. I cannot find it.
I could not find it, man.
No, I can't.
I could not find it. Let me go here. It's like a little toy now. There's rain.
Doug, he'll never be on again, though. He's like, I'm putting videos up.
I just find it pretty amazing, man. All right, let's see this one. This is the one I want. So this, yeah. All right. Video. Put this one.
All right, you can throw that one up there.
All right, hang on.
Unless you got something you want to watch.
No, just for a second. I just want to see something. I got to come back in here.
He's still playing.
Scroll down and click this.
Everything is so heavy.
Your day-to-day covered with Phase 44 super agents. Your life is chaotic.
Everything is so heavy. Everything is so heavy. Just been going through the motions. You know, I'm a healthcare provider, so I talk about grief a lot. Now to be on the other side of this is, it's a lot. So I lost my mom a few years ago, and that was hard. This loss, this grief, this pain, it's different. It's insurmountable.
Family of Nolan Wells, They're preparing to lay their 18-year-old son to rest. Wells was found dead on July 6th in the waters off Mississippi's Horn Island, where he'd been celebrating the 4th of July holiday with friends. Now, 2 weeks later, his family is finalizing funeral plans.
There were hundreds of people out there. You've seen the video and the photographs. How somebody did not see him is pretty shocking to me, especially if he left one group that knows him to go with another group that clearly knows him. I don't understand how he got separated from everybody that he knows. It is early. They are actively still talking to people. They are gathering, photographic evidence and video evidence from people that were there. Even if I did not know him, if I'm just taking a video of the whole crowd, I could have captured him.
Someone mailed Christine Wansley a photograph, not a card, not flowers, a photograph of her standing at a press conference with her husband, grieving her 18-year-old son, with arrows drawn from Reverend Al Sharpton and attorney Ben Crump's eyes toward her face and dollar signs sketched in beside them. No return address, just an accusation mailed directly to a mother's home, implying she's profiting off her own son's death. Her response, posted publicly, "Whoever sent this to my home, may the good Lord have mercy on your soul." Then 4 words that have already been shared thousands of times. Please go touch grass. Tomorrow, Christine buries that son. Reverend Sharpton will deliver the eulogy. Hundreds are expected to fill Centerpoint Church in Ocean Springs.
That's tomorrow?
That's not the only development since we last covered this case. New GPS data has surfaced, showing a 30-minute gap between the moment Nolan's group reported their boat was taking on water and the moment they actually left the island without him. A crime scene investigator who's worked cases involving Tupac Shakur and the Zodiac Killer has gone on national television to say, in her own words, that it's pretty shocking. Nobody in a crowd of hundreds saw what happened to him. And Nolan's own friend has pushed back publicly, saying this case is being spun into a narrative that isn't there. This is Motive X, and this is everything that's happened since our last update. Starting with the hate mail a grieving mother shouldn't have had to open the day before her son's funeral. Subscribe before you go. Let's get into it. Almost 2 weeks after Nolan's body was found.
Whew, wow. Okay, let's go with this one.
Yeah, I can't understand why she's getting hate mail.
Yeah, like she did something. Buttercups is in the house. Good to have you, Buttercups.
Hello, all. Hello.
Welcome. Chris is on. Let's Talk with Chris is on here as well. I'm going to add this video here. There you go. Go ahead, Chris.
All right.
Yeah, I said it nicely.
I know. There's the subway.
Wow. Now, how long does it take for that to be flooded that bad?
Look at those bad boys just pushing right through it.
As torrential rain and repeated rounds of
I don't know.
thunderstorms triggered widespread
Day
flash
2,
flooding
maybe? I
across
don't even
all
know.
5 boroughs.
The reason I ask is who tries to drive in that when they know it's going to be that bad?
Look at that's the train right there.
That is crazy. Look at that.
The chaos unfolded on Saturday, following several days of thick wildfire smoke drifting down from Canada and unusually high temperatures.
He's in the house. Good to have you, Alicia.
Look, he's on a lock.
By early
driving through
afternoon,
the
2 to 4 inches of rain had already fallen across parts of the city, with rainfall rates in some neighborhoods reaching 2 to 3 inches within a single hour.
Wow, that's a lot of rain.
No problem.
The National Weather Service issued a flash flood warning covering the majority of New York City, along with a broader flood watch stretching across all 5 boroughs, southern Westchester County, and northeastern New Jersey.
Emergency response. They keep driving through it, though.
Well, I just don't understand why they keep pressing the issue if they know they're probably going to get stuck.
The heaviest downpours slammed lower Manhattan and western sections of Brooklyn and Queens. In neighborhoods like Alphabet City, 3-hour rainfall totals topped 2 inches, while the Brooklyn Navy Yard and Long Island City weren't far behind.
New York flooded in like 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, it was quick. Can't see that person.
Meteorologists pointed to a phenomenon known as training, where storm cells repeatedly pass over the same area, dumping rain faster than the drainage systems could handle. The effects on the ground were dramatic. Streets in Soho turned into rushing rivers.
Shouldn't have stopped.
Yo, this is nuts. Look at this car trying to. Yo, he's about to stall out too, man.
Done.
Go back. Go to...
Major highways, including the Long Island Expressway, the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway, and the Clearview Expressway, were shut down in both directions after floodwater made them impassable. Several vehicles stalled in the rising water, and images circulating online showed cars nearly submerged, with drivers climbing onto their hoods to wait for rescue.
Míratela, míratela. ¿Qué es esto? Bro.
Bummer.
Señor, ya métela a la casa.
Oh, Macy's is flooded. Whatever you do, don't stop that car.
In Queens, firefighters had to drive a fire truck through water deep enough to float a stranded SUV just to reach and pull drivers to safety. In Woodside, crews waded through flooded roadways to rescue people trapped along the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway.
Oh, look at all the clothes. Ruined.
And it's coming up on the sidewalk and the crosswalk, guys. Flooding, Highland Boulevard, Staten Island.
Wow.
Subway entrances weren't spared either. At the Roosevelt Avenue Jackson Heights station, floodwater poured down into the entrance, forcing commuters to wade through ankle-deep water to reach the platforms.
My God.
Can't even get through 911.
That is crazy.
The subway system as a whole took a serious hit. Water poured directly onto the tracks at multiple stations, triggering significant service disruptions across several lines. The Metropolitan Transportation Authority worked to manage delays as commuters were stranded or forced to find alternate routes home. City officials urged residents, especially those living in basement apartments, to move immediately to higher floors rather than wait for water to arrive.
Drove the BMW right into us.
Officials were blunt in their warnings, reminding New Yorkers that flooding can develop within minutes and that basement apartments have proven especially dangerous during past storms. New York City's Emergency Management Office activated the city's full flash flood emergency plan, coordinating with utility providers, transit authorities, and forecasters. Officials repeated the now familiar safety message: never drive, walk, or attempt to swim through floodwater. Just 6 inches of moving water can knock a person off their feet, and a single foot of water is enough to sweep a car away entirely.
Some serious rain.
No doubt, man.
Macy's.
Let's going to be a lot of discount sales going on.
You certain? Yeah, you just need to rewash
also
them.
Conceal
Yeah.
open
Gonna wash him anyway.
power lines, and debris. This latest storm arrives against a troubling backdrop.
He
Just
always
days
keep
earlier,
your kayak
2 people died
ready to
in New
go.
York City when flash
Mhm.
flooding filled basement apartments.
Surprised I
One
haven't
victim
seen
in
anybody
Crown
yet.
Heights, Brooklyn, and another in Washington Heights, Manhattan.
Wow.
That earlier storm was so severe that Central Park recorded its highest rainfall total in more than a century, while both LaGuardia and Newark airports broke previous rainfall records. The repeated flooding has reignited concerns about the vulnerability of basement apartments and whether New York's aging stormwater infrastructure can keep pace with increasingly intense rainfall events. Adding to the tension, the storms this time also carried the threat of tornadoes.
Some serious rain.
No doubt.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't
Been
think
fin-
that you got the
Tornado
crowd,
watch
you
was
got
issued
the
in parts of New
traffic
Jersey
jams,
as the same weather system
flooding,
produced severe thunderstorms,
damn,
capable of generating
snow,
changing, straight-line winds and isolated
Angry
tornadoes,
people.
angry.
particularly
I'm not sure what the
in
point of living in New York.
and northern New Jersey.
Rats.
Severe
Rats?
thunderstorm warnings were also issued for wind gusts up to 70 miles per
You go
hour.
order, you got to order for yourself and for
Middlesex,
them.
Monmouth, and Ocean.
This is true. That sucks. Some serious cleanup.
There was, however, a silver lining buried inside the storm. The heavy rain
No.
and shifting winds helped clear out the thick white.
No, I will not be restreaming the interview room.
Oh, you said that pretty hasty.
I can't reach.
There you go.
Yeah, YouTube's mad at me right now.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What'd you do? Piss them off?
Just restreaming stuff.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. So no restreaming the interview room tonight.
Holy flood balls. Ontario has wildfire issues, says Nina.
900. 900. That's crazy. That's insane.
Hey, Finny fan, says Alicia. Hey, Stalker, laughing out loud. Carol, DD, they are live in 30 minutes. Got you.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight.
I think I am with you.
I'm gonna head off and do whatever. And...
I'll let you say your goodbyes real quick.
All right, goodbye.
Not like that.
Oh, thank you for having. See, I told you guys I had to prove to you. No, yeah. Thank you for having me, allowing me to be here and spend some quality time with you.
What else would I do with friends, my friend?
I know, but yes, thank you very much. And chat, thank you. It was wonderful to have you all here. Thank you for being here. So, yeah, that's
Love
about
having
all.
you here, Chris. Love having you here.
I love having me here too.
I love
I do.
having you here, and you know what? Simplify as always.
Semper Fi.
You
So
do
yeah,
great,
I will
man.
catch you guys. I'll probably watch the interview room, see what the hell they have to say.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just watch it just for a little bit. I
know.
can't do the 3-hour thing, you know.
No, I'm tired too, so I may just.
After yesterday, I'm exhausted, very exhausted. But sounds good, my brother.
I don't know why he's tired. He made his wife do everything anyways. So, all right, y'all.
God bless, brother.
Yeah, you too. I'll
All right.
catch you in the morning. You'll be on.
Yes, that is
I'll
right.
be-
10 o'clock.
I'll be 10.
Oh, I thought it was 10, or is it 11?
What time is it here? What time are you now?
East Coast.
Yeah, same side. Yeah, okay, 10. Why
10,
did I think
right?
it was 9?
Oh, my Lord. No,
10 o'clock.
10
I was going to say 9's too early.
Yeah, 10 o'clock. 10
All
o'clock.
right. I'll see you all there at 10 o'clock.
We'll be here at 10.
All right, my God.
Later, my friend.
All right, bye.
All right, brother. Bye. Well, all right, everybody. I want to try to bring in something here to see if I can do it when Chris is not guiding me, because I want to make sure I know how to do it. So bear with me, everybody. I'm trying this on my own. All right, now let's go to this one, and I want to pick that one, share that. Okay, then I'm going to go here. Let's do this one. Oh, that's coming on. Can't do that one. See, can't do that one. So let's go to let's see here. Trying to find one, everybody. Just want to make sure. Let's see. You know what? That one looks like a good one. Give me a second, everybody. Give me a second. Let's see how to do this. I just want to see if I can get this, and then I'm done. I broke the glasses. All right, let me see if I know how to do this now. Let me find something, and let's go with, let's do, let's see, let's click this one.
Body was found in the water 2 days later. And before the autopsy was finished, before toxicology could come back, before the FBI touched his phone, the sheriff told the country no foul play was suspected. The question is whether this investigation is structured to follow the evidence wherever it leads, or whether that early statement already pointed it somewhere and it's been walking in that direction ever since. I'm here to say, I don't know, but words do matter. You may remember another sheriff, Mr. Nanos, who had that harsh reality check earlier in the year where his words matter, wasn't used to people taking him so seriously. This is a different sheriff, different words, but no foul play is suspected before an autopsy, before toxicology, before the FBI touches the digital evidence. I don't quite know how you get there. That's the question I think we're going to start with this morning. Eric Faddis, defense attorney, former prosecutor with myself, and Robin Dreek, former FBI special agent, chief of the counterintelligence behavioral analysis program. Let's start there. Eric, what does a statement like that do to the direction of an investigation that It's in its super early stages. They didn't have all the data. So how do you go and make a statement like that to the public? What's going on here?
Tony, I'm worried that such a statement issued prematurely can have a chilling effect on the investigation. If there are multiple agencies involved, they're all hearing this and they're saying, oh, well, perhaps we can kind of put this on the back burner. We've got a lot of other work we got to do. And so I'm worried that it would take away from sort of the dedication of resources and manpower and everything else that is required to really unearth what happened here, because it's still obviously an ongoing mystery. They don't know the answers. And if you don't know the answers, how can you say whether foul play is suspected or not? I just thought it's terribly premature.
Yeah, you definitely lay down an early confirmation bias with that. And it happens in multiple layers where now they're going to move in a direction.
Well, that was awesome. That was awesome. All right, everybody, at least we have a new toy to play with now. We can now do that. Awesome. Tarek found his channel. To see, follow this guy. You guys are amazing. Appreciate you all. Brewski guy. Yes, I like Brewski. I mean, they got some good stuff. And I know that Jennifer Koffendorfer comes on there quite a bit as well. So everybody, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Even if it was for a short time, I appreciate you guys. Tomorrow we'll be on at 10 o'clock. We'll be doing a live stream with like we always do on Tuesdays with Chris, talking with Chris. So I hope to see you all here. I'll look at some cases and see what's going on. See what we can go ahead and talk about. Hopefully they'll have some new information about a lot of these cases that we're waiting for. But yeah, this has been amazing. Yeah, that's true, Barney. That's true. That's the problem with some of these things. You kind of, when they become factual and not just, possibilities, yeah, it becomes hard to kind of take that in, no doubt. No, I look fine. I just don't have my hat on right now. I'm be honest, that yesterday just like took everything from me and my wife. We're just recuperating. I'm telling you, honestly, it was a long day. I thought today was Monday, literally Monday. I did not even know it was Sunday. Photon, tomorrow's Monday. Oh, you're right. Photon, thank you. What was Chris talking about? It's not tomorrow. Oh, my Lord. You see, he even got me wrong now. He got me wrong. He said, I'll see you tomorrow. No, Tuesday. Maybe he meant Tuesday, and I was thinking tomorrow. Oh, my Lord. Well, here you go, everybody. We will be on at 9 o'clock tomorrow, not 10. 9 o'clock. Thank you, Nina. Appreciate that. Appreciate. Good night, all. Appreciate you. Thank you guys for letting me know. I would have been like coming on at 10 and not having anybody like, what's going on here? Great to see you all. Thank you so much for always supporting the channel. And remember, you guys make the channel. Pass out the stream when you go on to see the interview room. Put it out there if you can. I'm going to be watching it as well. But you guys have a great day. God bless you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys carrying the channel. And just so you know, we are definitely growing. Make no mistake, we are growing. Let's keep up the hard work. Bible, God bless you all. Thank you, everybody, for being here. With that, remember, it's all common sense, everybody. Everything is common sense. And you all have that common sense. All opinions matter. And you all matter. So thank you so much. God bless you all. Good night. Till tomorrow at 9 a.m.